so I had to feed it in there again. Hello, everybody. Welcome to a leaders meeting, and Mr. Mufareh will be also joining us, which is cool. The main thing, one of the big things tonight is we know that OConnect is coming out very soon to the market, which is we're all super excited, obviously. Tonight, if you can, come up with some questions that you might have about OConnect. Mainly, you can ask about other products, but think about that. More people are going to be pulled on. We want to keep it towards the products, asking the questions and all that, and stuff you really want to know about it that maybe people are asking you, or some of the bells and whistles that each one that OConnect has is like amazing already. But before we get started, I was just going to turn it over to Mr. Mufareh if he had any comments or anything he'd like to say.
I have a lot to say. First of all, I have a confession, Mr. DeGarmo. I apologize. I know you wanted me here earlier, but I was eating food.
Wow, you eat? We didn't even know you ate. That's pretty cool.
My apologies. I'm criminal. By the way, I am super excited because I see my loved people here and my family here. And we just cannot have enough of OnPassive day and night, nonstop. And there's so much excitement going on. And for a reason, we wanted to be here, or several reasons, but perhaps because a new era of technologies and disruptive technologies are going to be available to the public. We believe that is imminent. And there is so much excitement we would like to share and bless more people with it and users. I agree with you. I think it's time for you to ask real questions, and all the leaders here, you are so loyal to the journey of OnPassive. You stuck with us in the past couple of years. We've been working tirelessly, and I know you have your heart with us. For that, I want to thank you. You are fearless leaders, all of you, and you are made of gold. It shows the true you in the unusual times. Now, I'm going to say something you probably didn't expect it, but you know me. I say a lot of unexpected things. My name is Ash Mufareh. I'm coming out to you from Orlando right now, and just want to let you know that we at OnPassive are aware of the complaint filed by the SEC, Security of Exchange Commissions, against the company, myself, and my wife. Yeah, that came out. Have to tell you the truth. We are disappointed by the SEC's behavior, and that they have decided to file this complaint while we had full compliance and cooperation productively with them over the years. Literally for years, we've been always transparent and supportive. We understood their curiosity and their reasons to investigate, and we've been all along open, and we were working under the sun. We understand some people are probably discomfortable. They see discomfort, or they're uncomfortable with the OnPassive changing the game. They're not used to such a clean, pure thing. So they're doing everything they could, and they have been. I just want you to understand, this is not a new thing. They have been doing everything in their power to undermine OnPassive or diminish it, or the reputation of Ash Mufareh and all of that. I just want you to know that this is not going to change the facts. Okay, it's all just pointless allegations. We strongly disagree with the allegations in all, and they've contained, just some ridiculous points, and I personally look forward to our day in court. That's been said, I just want to value all the great loyal leaders and customers and followers and founding members over the years, their support, and we want you to know that we are fully committed, and we remain committed and truthful to you, and to the fact that OnPassive is the future of the internet. That's not going to change. That's been said. We had to bring this up. It is not going to change the fact that OnPassive is producing and had produced some of the finest technologies. That was our promise in 2018. And we will only bring you the finest technologies, the finest products and services that finally we are witnessing a new transparent, clean company to serve the public. OnPassive has taken a great role in that. We are committed to be human and behave in a very humane way to our customers and humanity in general for everything we do. It is not easy. I never said it's easy from the beginning, but I have to tell you, I always said only God can stop OnPassive. No one is yet born to have the ability to stop OnPassive. All right? Only God. And no man and no woman are born yet to stop OnPassive, because it is for the people, it is because of people, and it's the only good hope that we have. On the other side, most of people are just in it for their pockets or some fame or lame popularity at any cost. I don't care about that. I'm going to remain loyal and bold. I'm going to do it or die. We're just about to roll out life-changing products. That is not going to change. And we are not going to get into the nonsense and the disappointing allegations and very, I would say pathetic. Sorry to say that word, but that's not going to change the fact. We've been working under the sun. Not 3 people, not 3,000, not 300 people, millions of people know who we are, what we do, and we're not ashamed of it. We are so proud of what we do, and we will continue doing it. We're not slowing down. Business is as usual. You probably see something because it's now turning under the light. To you, probably something new. Just want you to relax, because to us, this has been going on, and other things and other people, that is a part of the game. When you're someone, when you're going against the flow, when you're really doing something clean, it's going to shake up all the corruption. And I would say again, OnPassive is the only correction to the corruption. I'm told not to give so much details on that. Why? Because we have an amazing legal team. Couldn't ask for a better team. So strong, so powerful, experienced, and they're so passionate about defending you, defending OnPassive, and they will settle this one way or another, and we will continue our vision, our dreams. That's not going to be changed. My request to you, not to be bothered. That is a part of our process. We've been dealing with it, and we will continue dealing with that. They just decided, I don't know, oddly to bring that to the light when that is so disappointing. So let that go. I ask you not to give that a lot of attention, not specifically what happened today, but most people who are against OnPassive for a reason or some reasons. Some of the reasons is because Unpassive is exposing them, whether they're businesses or companies. Some of them are former founders or founding members. They misbehave, we let them go. Some of them are former employees. They obviously conspired for uh, unethical plots, and we let them go. What do you think their full-time job now? Nobody would hire a crook, okay, or some of them. So we remain committed to our ethics, and we are truthful to uh, the followers and to the users. We never will never, not just in the past, will never ever harm anyone as Unpassive. It's very pathetic to think Unpassive is after the money or doing anything that is not, you know, good for humanity with the money. So because of that, I think you should always follow your brain intelligence and your judgment. You should have your own sense and common sense and evaluation to anything. And if you trust the company and our work, you know the level of our technologies and our process. So eventually that will overflow all these chatters here and there. It's a part of the game. I tell you, there's no way you can avoid that. When you're someone, is going to happen. And the darkest moment at night or in the night is that moment just before the dawn rise or before the sun comes up. So it is normal. It is natural. A lot of people, we understand, they are just not comfortable with what we're doing. You could guess the reasons. And that's not going to change the fact that we are the only hope and the only good value to our users and to the market. So for you, you have a choice to listen to some distraction here and there, which has been going on, and I don't think it should shock you. Or you have a choice to follow your logic, your common sense, your heart, and what makes sense, and who is really working hard for you, not for their pocket, or to manipulate you in your opinion and get your publicity. After you choose and be clear, don't play on two lines, okay? Just be affirmative and be clear. If you choose to be with Unpassive and win and go to the top with us, then please do not give an ear to the losers. Okay, I'm not saying a specific name, so take this is a public statement, so don't listen. There are a lot of losers. They have nothing, they didn't give you a solution, and they're just chatting, and we've kicked them out of Unpassive, some of them, or some of them we know, they're just unethical, they're not a good fit for Unpassive. We let them go. So this is something they would wish and hope that will be the end of it. In fact, it's just an old thing. It's been going on, not going to affect us. So you got a choice to listen to whiners who never win, negative people, or to the winners who would always win and never whine. I'm ready to answer any question about products, anything. Feel free. I'm not suppressing in any way a specific topic. If you have any concern or all of that, I chose this to be public. They thought they're just going to catch up before our imminent release of some disruptive technologies. One of them is OConnect. And I said, you're not limited to any topic, whether it's other products or you want to talk about anything. But I have one request. After today, please don't mention this because we don't have the time for that. We got legal team to do their work. They get paid. They have enough information. They know the fact. They're passionate about what we do. They're believers. And this is all what matters. So you choose which direction. But if you're with us, I want you to be with your full heart, because we don't have time for swingers or doubters or cheaters. So please be bold, like I'm passive from the beginning, and I'm here to do it or die. And I'm not seeing this as a challenge. This is just a part of the game. So it's another day in our work, probably a different day, because you got to know this. To us, it's kind of old news. Okay, so would you like to ask any question about this or different topics? The choice is yours, and everybody's welcome. Anybody, even the haters, if you have something, come and talk to us. It's okay. We're going to expose you, but if you're real, you come and talk to us.
Hi, Robin Noble's got her hand up. Robin, go ahead.
Hello, everybody. It's so nice to be with all of you this evening. Ash, thank you so much for addressing this. I think the founders are even more proud of you. I think they're even more proud of OnPassive and what we represent to the world. I know that I'm standing with you strong, and I thank you for everything that you've done. My question for you is, please, the other night you were bursting with pride. We could see it, we could hear it when you were talking to us about OConnect. Please tell us, what is your favorite piece or part of the new OConnect that will be coming out very shortly?
I appreciate the question, and I love it. Thank you so much, Robin, and thank you for being who we all know who you are. To be limited to one thing, the one thing I love about OConnect, that is OConnect, which should define that it has many unique things and beautiful things. So I apologize not having one technical item on the list to compare that logistically, what could it be? But I do love the quality of our, thank you, appreciate it. This is my wife. She got me a cup of tea. Failure is not an option. And thank you. Bingo. So we believe the quality of the high resolution of the video is unmatched. The quality of the audio, the many unique, joyful features that we have, it just makes it a part of us. We always wanted that sense, but we didn't, because we're not the makers. When we got the opportunity to be the makers, we said, oh yeah, we wish that. So it's a complete package. I feel comfortable. I feel fulfilled within the scope of the features in it. I love the quality, and to me, to give that cut or a reasonable cost to this massive value, that is also disruptive. And two unique features are coming out with the first release, which is the noise cancellation. That's something refreshing, very convenient. You're going to find it useful. And speech to text, which you can talk and we can have that text for us. It's 100% AI technologies. I don't think anybody ever achieved that level of accuracy, speed, and reliability. So this is really the finest web conferencing and video conferencing platform I've ever seen. I wouldn't be ever expecting anything to top it in the near future, because we still have more in our tank to add to it. And I couldn't even tell you how passionate we feel that we decided to share the revenue with the market, with our users. Not only they can save and they can earn enough by reselling if they choose to this product, it will be paid for with the unlimited capacity and so many other powerful features. But add to it, they can also gain very, very, I would say, reliable revenue that has the power to change their lifestyle, and it's unlimited. That is never going to change. I'm passionate about all. So in a nutshell, that's a description of O Connect. Now, so what is the only thing I'm excited about it? It's O Connect. So it's everything together. And don't forget that it's a single sign-on. You get everything in the ecosystem as a one-stop shop to your digital life, and that's why we say OnPassive is the future of the internet. It's a done deal, and nothing is going to slow it down. And for us, we're more excited about what you don't even know. We chose not to share everything and not to open our cards by design, and because of the part that you know and what I just listed to you, and the part you don't know, I can't believe anything will be out there that will be even an option. There's no option to me other than O Connect. So I love it as a whole. I don't like just one thing about it. I love everything about it.
It's a beautiful answer. Thank you so much, Ash.
That's what I do, Robin. I thought, a
I think-
beautiful question from a beautiful lady, gotta have a beautiful answer.
You know what?
Shukran.
Boom.
Listen, I think at first I thought maybe your wife brought you some espresso, but I think she brought you a shot of Unpasso. That's what I think happened there. There we go. Robin, great question. Susie McCray, my another beautiful sister. Come on.
Delicious.
Oh, delicious. Am I delicious, Ash?
You are. Oh,
There
I'm
you
perfect.
Well, thank you for coming on tonight. And I was never worried about a thing. And like I say, it's caca and back to business. So I do have a couple questions about O Connect. Not sure if you can answer them publicly or not, but I'm just going to throw them out there anyway.
Yeah.
In the first release that's coming really imminent soon, will we have the feature of creating our own resound and loading up any background? Maybe this has been discussed before and I missed it, but the resound, the background, and the live stream on YouTube.
So remember, Robin, what I said about the quality of the sound and the audio and the video, that's
Yes.
unmatched. But also, there is a part that I kind of held myself and brought myself back because I didn't want to make it a lengthy answer to you. But now that Susie has mentioned it, there are a couple other components. I believe they are unbelievably dominant and jaw-dropping, which is the quality of when you have a virtual background. So we nailed that part. It was a challenge because we had options and what's available in the market. Okay, either it's going to flicker, that's the challenge with it, or going to have a lot of dependency on your internet connection, the strength of your signal. Okay, so for those reasons, we searched the market to see what's the best out there that we can include it. And it wasn't available. We got to try, we purchased a few technologies, whether it's a plugin or something to add it to that background. It's not a new thing, okay? So we thought like we start with it and later we, because we don't want to hold up that feature, we didn't want to like disable it and go without it. We said, no problem, we'll include it from what's available in the market with the, the best possible quality and then go. And we reviewed and tried and integrated one after another, and all of them were just not to our standards. Some of them are acceptable, but still we thought there could be better. And the only answer to that was our AI ML team. We said we have no choice but to stay on it and come up with the best and they were very committed and determined. So they came up with the best virtual background option. Now you're going to have so many, okay? You're going to have so many themes that is added to the first release. You'll be able to add your own virtual background at the same time, any image, any poster, obviously, but with a very, very impressive quality, okay, and stability. On the other hand, there might be more sounds that you think for the resound that we will start with it. The other component is done, but there is a part of customer experience. We didn't want to load so many things. So by design, we held more features a week later, 2 weeks later. By design, there's a flow to do that. But the virtual background, I believe it will be in the first release. The second release doesn't mean in a year or a few months. It could be the next week, the following week, something like that. So consider it's done. I gave you
Okay.
a detailed answer because I took
Yes.
the opportunity to clarify the quality of the virtual background, which is unbelievable. Needless to say, the resound, it doesn't exist in any platform. So that's completely unseen.
The bonus, yes. Well,
But
thank you. And
you're gonna love the new themes, like the entire theme for what we have. We've added a bunch more, okay, plus the ones you've seen in the first release, okay, or the testing release. But I think you are really going to be addicted, okay? You will be addicted to OConnect. It's this flawless, reliable, and all of that. Please go ahead, Susie. One more thing you
yeah,
want to say?
well, yeah, thank you very much. That answered it. You kind of answered my other question, which was, we all know that you have told us time after time that once the product's released, there will be features that will be released consistently going forward. So I understand more things to come. So will the option to go to YouTube be in
That's in the very
initial-
next release. Yes,
the
absolutely.
next
So
release? Okay.
you're gonna have, I think Mr. DeGarmo can tell you how much we pay, for example, to be able to connect Zoom to live stream on other channels. And we, at first, we did it in Connect Me, the initial OConnect version, and then we changed that to OConnect. So we did it, okay, but then we paused on that, thinking that we shouldn't allow people to watch publicly. If they want to watch their speaker or the presenter, they need to come to the back office or have a free ecosystem account, so that will grow their customers base and their database. And then from there, they choose how they communicate with their audience due to the multiple tools we offer. However, the recent experiences, we thought we should give the option, at least as one of the phases in the initial phases, to give the user and the customer, give them the option. They have the approach to only allow people within their ecosystem, users, database, or their contacts, or they can post a link publicly for others to watch it. That's option 2. Option 3, to live stream from OConnect out to YouTube, or potentially in the future other live stream or video stream videos. So this is we've brought it back to the, say, from the back burner to the front burner now. I would expect it in just a short time. I cannot say the time. I mean, we're hopeful that the next release or so, which is really not long, that we will have the ability to add, while you're live, you decide you want to add a channel, you add it. But you decide to add a second channel, click add more, 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 and that is not going to add a dime to your billing. Okay, so this is another complete service like Ustream, or what is it? Ustream, I believe, right?
Restream?
It's called Restream. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I pay for it. Okay, I don't know. So Restream, basically, I think it's like $300 for up to 20 channels. That's the maximum package.
Absolutely. Yep. And that's the max
So
package.
let's say we give you the ability to have 25 channels. Okay. Plus, I mean, we're not going to limit it, but hypothetically, this is a $300 value easily added to you, but the convenience is better. And I discussed with the team to hold on those channels unless you want to change that. So they're going to be stored in your account. So if you decide to do the same like in the future, okay, you don't have to re-input them. They're connected, you just push, they're live. Then you can add, hide, you know, channel by channel. You just want to do it on one channel conveniently. Anything we do is going to be user friendly. And you know the saying, how you do anything is how you do everything. So that is coming soon, Susie, the conclusion. And you know what we nailed? I'm going to throw that as a bonus. You know, I love to overgive, which is the presentation. So here's the thing. Now, you don't need to leave the platform to show like your desktop and show a file or whatever, right? Okay, you stay there, you upload a file, right? Now that file can be, you're gonna love it. It's so graphical in a friendly way. Are you taking notes, Robin? More reasons why I love it. All of that, all of the above, not one of them. So this new thing about the presentation, that we nailed it. It was, you know, some, I would say, it's a good exercise. Don't want to say a challenge. I don't believe in challenges. Okay. It's a good exercise for us until we perfected it the way I wanted it, which is not to only upload a PDF or PowerPoint. It's not limited. You can upload an image. You can upload an Excel sheet. How convenient is that for you in your business to upload a spreadsheet, Word document, any file of any format, and have the ability to annotate on it, to doodle on it, have a discussion, interactive discussion. That is already done. That should be coming into the first release of Oak Connect. Perfected the presentation. So you don't need to go to your desktop or machine or device. You can upload it and keep it there next time. Anything that you're doing, you'll be able to just pop it up there. And another unique thing, okay, you're able to, the attendees or your audience are able to download the current page, whatever you're showing. So there is a screen capture and there's just a capture of that specific page. The system will understand that you just want that part. You don't want the whole screen to be captured. And then you have an opportunity to make it downloadable to the entire group. So you're having a class of example, like 5,000 people right now. Unbelievable. Okay, just on this session. And so the 5,000 will be able to click and they download it. You know, you don't have to send it over mail or something. This is already included in the first release. So there, it's not just a web conference. There's love in it. There's more and more and more. And since, you know, the two ladies asked about Oak Connect, I'm gonna even top it off, okay? So we got the presentation, okay, which is unmatched. But you also ask about the YouTube. Okay, I'm gonna also share one more thing. So we have, don't ask me it's the first one, the second one, because there's not really a big gap between the two, okay? It's all good, whatever, you know, comes up, you got plenty the first meal, and then we add appetizers or, you know, dessert and all of that. And I'm still going to be passionate about my food all the time. Okay. So what happened is, okay, you know how you can share YouTube in the current edition that you have? So now you'll be able to upload the raw video, MP4. Okay. So that's another format. And we've added another video stream, Vimeo. You know it? Okay. So any link, okay, you'll be able to do it. And 2 days ago, yes, Thursday, we've tested it at 12K. I've heard of 1K, 4K, 8K technologies, but we've tested a video that was 12K. It will exceed the quality of anything you've seen in your life. Unmatched. But what most of you are ignoring the fact that we also have the Connect hardware components, with just not the cherry on the top. It's another cake and layer, like a wedding cake, like 717 layers, if you wish. Unstoppable. So we have the hardware still coming up in the pipeline. Again, we insisted, we're stubborn about the rollout. Like, we know we have some products are parked just so we can roll out Connect and make a bang. Why? Because how you do one thing or anything is how you do everything. And we want you to have this sense, this is how OnPassive does it. And this is how we do it. So that is also added, and you're going to have that in the first release. That is tested. All right, Susie. So you also can stream any form of a video. Now, the following one, okay, beside, you know, the YouTube live stream, you know, the player option. So you have that option where people can drag forward, you know, it's like they're watching a recorded video. And there is Daryl Cook. There is something, for example, you're going to love. Okay. Or any tutor for that matter, which is the playback aspect as a class. So I have done a webinar and he said, man, this is perfect. How can it get any better? Or it's a class, you know, let's say Physics 101, I don't know, whatever classes, okay? And you have that class, it's not going to change, you know, you have another class tomorrow or next month or whatever. You don't need to redo it, it's the same. But you have the option to override it. So you click play. Within the video frame, you click play. Now you're replaying a class or a presentation or a previous webinar, whatever it is. So you play that, you could pause and talk over it, okay? Or comment over it, audio or text, okay? And integrate other forms of it, okay? Like the whiteboard. You follow me? Okay, the whiteboard, you could actually add an image to it. You could add, you know, your own pencil or marker. It's beautiful. And you can save it. So you have a whiteboard, you doodle something, you sketch something. Man, it came out, it makes sense. So how do you take a screenshot? You click save, there's one icon, save, that's it. It will store it in your folder on your hard drive, my download, and it's there next time. So, oh, this is what I was trying to explain to Gene, and, you know, let's take a look at it. So go back to it. Next time I can bring it up to my students, okay? Same thing, same doodles. I've done it 3 years ago. I bring it back. Okay, I say, this is what we've discussed, or this is what they, you know, drew for me or something. This is time efficiency. This is to be in the driver's seat all the time, like in charge of where you have technology serve you. So leverage your time to be more lucrative in every aspect. I think this is gonna change the educational process, the presentations and business and marketing, all the departments, orientation. You know, you have you're onboarding. We're staffing our OnPassive all the time. So people come in, or we're having a virtual interview or something, orientation for them. Okay. Now within OConnect, I'll be able to play back something and step in when I need or pause. I don't have to do the same thing over and over. Okay. And you can definitely customize that how you want. I'm going to mention something else. You have the option to, okay, there is a host and there's co-host, speakers and attendees, 4 different types of people involved, okay, or players involved in the OConnect session. The host and co-host, when they change the view, we have 4 views, okay? When we change the view, it changes that for everybody. So it's confusing right now. Everybody has a different device and you click gallery, but where did Jean go? Listra got lost the other day. We're looking for her. She's looking for herself, right? You recall that? And then, you know, we lose focus on the substance of the meeting. So in OConnect, the host and co-host can click and override the view for everybody. But you also, as an attendee, you have the option to change it. The host changes that again. Okay. The host changes that again. It will change again. There you have to undo it. So you will need to know how to change the view. There's a gallery view. There's a side view, which basically the speakers on the side and one in the middle. All right. One speaker in the middle, in the center, spotlight. And everybody else on the side, on the panel. You follow me? Okay. And the third view, which is just the speaker. So we only see the speaker. We're not distracted by our videos. And the other one, I think we should consider renaming that. Maybe you can come up with a better name because you're, you know, geniuses, which is, we call it no view. Okay. I don't think it's meaningful, but the idea of that is only the content is what was displayed, and that overrides everybody. Basically a big screen, full screen on any device. I'm showing a whiteboard, I'm showing a video. You know how like in the video or when you take off on an airplane, when you travel, you have to mute your devices. I don't think it's a big deal anymore. Okay, so that is a part of just like focus on the safety, the security. So the host or co-host chooses to just focus on the video, make no view. Nobody else is going to be shown on the screen. No content, nothing. Everything is kind of like it is expanded, just full view. And you cannot override that until they move back to another view. I thought that is more efficient, focus, being more effective in your presentation. You see why? So many reasons to be excited about OConnect.
Wow.
Bob
Wow.
and Susie and everyone. Yeah,
Wow.
it's definitely, there's more. And this is now. This is done now.
Wow.
So,
well, once again, you over-delivered, Ash. Over-delivered. Thank you. Perfect. Thank you for answering those questions. I'll let someone else go.
Yeah, that's it, folks. We'll see you all tomorrow. See you all tomorrow. That was enough for me to
I
listen.
mean, look at that, like, you know me, but I just get passionate when we're talking about what we're doing, and you know, we take so much pride in our process. I love it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Susie, great question. Ash, thanks for all the bonus answers. Amazing. Now, this next guy, not only do I have good-looking sisters, I have very handsome brothers, and they say that this next guy I am going to introduce looks just like me if I only had glasses. So now you can see me and Michael look exactly the same. Michael, unmute yourself, my brother.
Indeed, my brother from another mother. All right. Thank you so much, Chris. I've said it many times that I am 100% on passive, and that has not changed, and that will never change. So, everyone knows where I stand. My family's with me, and a whole host of others. On passive is the only business that gives us, all of us, the world for that matter, a fighting chance. So we're moving forward, business as usual. I'm 100% with that. Now, we know, Ash, that O Connect is going to be the most impressive webinar system platform out there in the market ever seen, right? We know that O Connect is going to be
already, yeah,
right. It's the cornerstone of On Passive, and it's setting the standard for business, right? So we know that students at any level they're going to enjoy their experience with O Connect. We know it's going to be the lowest price out there of anything that's on the market, right? So we know all
21
that.
pays you back.
Yeah. So my question though, right? We know all of that, and I was going to ask you, what is one new feature that you are excited about, but that's out the door. You already gave that answer multiple times over. So my second question then is going to be with regards to the free products that we have, O-Mail, O-Trim, O-Net. Are we going to get a revision of those before we have O-Tracker as the product coming out after O-Connect, or will it be the other way around?
Wow, very, very interactive topic that we have all the time on our side. As a corporate, we discuss like what would make sense, the order and the arrangement of our rollout, and what is very obvious that obviously O Connect as paid product has to be the first one. Perhaps we have other products are just ready to roll out after this, but we have different opinions, and the most popular one on the company side, that after O Connect, whatever is ready, let it go. Whatever, fire it up. Yeah, just anything that is ready. So whether even a partial thing that is ready, so let's say mail, we don't need to revamp it and just wait a month, for example, to have a new mail, okay? Rather, whatever work is done today, it's live, it's pushed live, without you seamlessly. So there could be multiple things are going on at the same time. That's why we always mention that it's going to be hard to catch up, because you have to be engaged. But we try to tell you, our communication department would try to tell you, we just released this or something like that. But it's just rather going to be many things at the same time so quickly.
All right, there you have it, folks.
Very good question.
Very good question. Yeah. So the time, and I think once you have that, because it's kind of like holding everything behind it, once we unleash it, it's a wild ride. Yes, for sure. Thank you for the question.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Thank you.
Yeah, excellent, Michael. Very good question. Now, this guy, next guy, I love him like a brother. He's the one responsible for getting my crazy big mouth in this company. I'm so grateful, and I will always be thankful to him. Even though he's moving to Arizona, he will always be a Michigander. Mr. Peter Shore, please unmute yourself.
Thank you, Chris. Appreciate it. Brother Ash, I hope you and your family are doing well. I want you to know personally, in front of over 5,000 people, that I'm 1,000% behind you and with On Passive. And I would never filter away and change my mind about that. I'm 1,000% On Passive. Suggestion for the what you mentioned today. You mentioned a lot of stuff. I had few questions, but you answered them all, plus some. The no view. You can name it maybe possibly presentation view.
Yeah.
There would be nobody there. The testing that you did for the 12K, is that with or without the hardware for OConnect?
Without the hardware.
Without the hardware, wow.
On our devices, but you could see. So my device, for example, is not a 12K, but
Right.
we brought a content that's 12K. You're going to feel the difference. It's still, it is not, I didn't see 12K on my device. None of us. 4K, up to 4K. But you see, it's like there's an extra, there's a booster resolution, okay? So that only you can see, Connect. Brother Peter and everyone, there's also that signal strength. So we decided to include that. Actually, there's a bar, just like your cell phone. So it's right there, top right corner. It is displaying the strength of your signal.
Wow.
And it will populate, like if you're having a weak signal, something like that. So it's giving you a heads up. If the quality is dropping, is because of your signal. If you have an excellent strength, then obviously you're going to have the best experience. So that's already, we are already reading your signal. OConnect is reading your signal.
Wow. So that will adjust quality based on your signal?
Yeah. So for example, we're talking about 1K is the default, but you happen to have something, really half of that. So if it's not going to load, okay, it's either going to be sketchy. I'm talking about a regular case. It's going to be either sketchy or it's going to drop. So with OConnect, we designed it in a way to drop the quality, but better than having something, totally unreliable or totally drop. So it's to have something better than zero, if you wish.
Amazing. And as far as the recording, will we have in the first version be able to record?
Yeah, absolutely. It's by default recording everything, storing that, and you can download it. It's by default. It's already recording. You don't have to remember that. You don't have to set it up. Yeah.
Okay,
But you can also stop and record and have multiple files. Yes, you can do that.
awesome.
And the storage for the recording doesn't cost. Other platforms, they charge you for storage and for the gigas, running out of storage and all of that. So that's already included.
That's a huge thing, because I know the platform we're using right now charges for that, for the storage, ridiculous amount. So that's
and you have to make a commitment,
saving.
mostly annual. Yeah, they don't give you the option. Yeah, and
Yeah.
that, believe it or not, that is for those who need to record, especially if you're a trainer or coach, or you want to record your sessions. Okay, like the case I mentioned with Daryl Cook. I believe it will be just unfair for those people, just like they will end up paying more for the storage and the hosting in other platforms. But OConnect is definitely a good breath of fresh air for them.
All right. And you said the broadcast for YouTube will not be live at the first version, maybe second. But you can take the recording and put it in YouTube.
I'm actually, Peter, I'm trying to say, first and second, it's almost like back to back. Like there's not like going to be that big gap. But, the priority to roll out the stable version right now, people are just hungry to use it and pay for it and go to work. Okay. And again, we want to get attention in the market, obviously, for the quality of what we have, but then continue to keep it fresh.
Very good.
You don't want to have, I'm sorry, like 15 years of the same thing or a year of the same thing. What about 300 things happening in 1 year? So it's really not going to stop once we roll it out. Because if I say first version, second version, it sounds like there's a couple of months or more. That's in a typical case outside OnPassive. But there are people working on those. If they don't catch the first release, they're coming after a week or two. I don't know, same release, follow-up release. Yeah, so it's over. I mean, by the time you get the hang of what we have and like get addicted, and before you're not going to get bored, okay? Then something else is going to come up, something else is going to come up. And of course, more things like, you know, I didn't talk about the digital avatar. I didn't talk about the translation. I didn't talk about it, just going to go on and on and on. And ideas that we chose not to share yet. So why tell the competition or, you know, the haters a voluntarily thing? You'll see it and you're just going to be impressed. I like that surprise factor to the audience.
Thank you, Mr. Ash. You always over
We like
deliver.
to stack the cool, like to stack the cool, always. Yes.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. And I know you're going to go to Arizona, but your heart is in Michigan.
Woohoo! Hear that, Michael? Oh, just kidding. Pete, excellent question. Guys, I'm loving the questions. And I know a lot of you have your hands up. We're going to get to you, but I'm going to put this out straightforward because I'm a straightforward, kind of honest guy. You hear the questions that Ash is answering. He's coming out with fire out of his mouth with these answers, which I love. So please, if we bring you on, have a question ready. Ash already knows you love him. I'm going to say it for everyone. Ash, we love you. We thank you for everything you've done for us. We're forever grateful for you, but we want questions. All right, Julie, you put your hand down. I think you want to be after Pete. So my beautiful sister, Julie, come on. What you got?
Sure. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate you. Hello, Mr.
But if
Ash.
you have an extra hug or extra love, I mean, I know somebody who could use a hug. So I'll tell you there.
Come on. Come on.
Hello, Mr. Ash. Hello, everyone. I am so excited and I'm so proud to be part of this company. And I wanted to thank you. I love that you are our CEO, that you are leading this company and what you are doing right now to literally giving the opportunity to the entire world, you know, for all of us here to change, to make a difference in the world. I do have two questions. And the first question is along with what Peter was asking. Sherry Dursaway and I were on the phone the other day, and we wanted to going back to the recording of the meeting, and we want to search for, you know, let's say we love someone speak. We love the speakers that came on to our meeting. Will we be able to open that recording and search for the name of the individual or the speaker while we are replaying back the recording?
I'm sorry. So are you talking about the recording?
Yes, the recording. Okay, so in OConnect, we know that we can record and we can save the recording. Now, if we were to go back and watch that recording and we love a certain speaker in that meeting, will we be able to go in and search for their name?
Yeah, it's listed by the date, by the session name. You know, we have a name for the session. So the session. So when you go to previous webinars, you're going to have a schedule webinar or event, and current webinars, and so the previous one you would find, you're going to also find the recordings by dated and titled, and you would have a link or play or download. Absolutely, you have the MP4 download file.
Beautiful. My question was particularly on one session of the recording. Will I be able to go in? Let's say that there are 3 speakers at that time, and I would like to listen to speaker number 2, for example. You know, nowadays we kind of have to go in and kind of search for that part, that mark. Will we be able to literally search for the name now that we have AI behind? Will we be able to search for the particular name of the speaker?
I don't think currently we have something like that, but it's a brilliant idea, Julie. I think what we could do is we can segment it, like, or categorize, like have different segments, slice it up we can do that, or forward and just cut the part you want. We can do it. But don't forget the recap part, like I mentioned to you also, we're having a great progress with it. Don't bother first, second, third release. It's all almost, in tandem, okay? But it is also coming. We're gonna have AI recap, video, and just text as well. And of course, multiple languages. This is a game changer. No joke. You see, if I'm excited, it's for a reason. If I'm fired up, it's for another reason. But I understand there are people probably you don't want to listen to Julie, but don't invite them to your webinars. So you don't have to go through that.
Thank you so much.
Why would you want to invite to somebody and you don't want to listen to them?
That's right. I appreciate your answer. I do have a second, the second question is that, sorry, Chris, there's another one coming. How do you envision a founder or a user who wants to use OConnect to help introduce the platform to others? Do you have any tips?
To invite people to OConnect?
Basically, we want to use OConnect. How do you have any tips how we going to introduce it? Is there going to be a simplicity to be able to market that instead of the feature? I mean, in addition to the features.
Well, once people or your attendees, they create a free ecosystem, like just username and password, they would have access to the ecosystem, so they would have other products. You can tell them, take a look at the presentations, the videos, the text for the OConnect. If you like it, bite. Okay. Another way, if I care about somebody, I'll tell them, come on, let's hang out on this new thing, just me and you, and invite them and just give them the host or the co-host panel. They're going to chase you. You're going to be the hunted. Okay. You don't have to add a word. Just let them experience it. The best way is to sample it. Come on, take a look. You can get your own free and give it to them right there. Call to action. Give them the link.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you, Julie. You got any more? You
I'm good. I'm good.
All right. Thank you for the great questions.
Come back if you have more. No worry. You can refill.
Thank you.
Ash is like full of spit and vinegar tonight. I'm loving it. Now this next guy.
That's what barbecue sauce does to me.
I knew you were going to say that. Now this next guy doesn't like barbecue sauce either, but he's also the globetrotter all over. He's also the tallest guy in the inside of the apple. So Charles, a song. Turn on that.
I'm passive. No body shaming.
My man, Chris, I have to taste that barbecue sauce and egg someday, especially from you.
You tried it? You really tried it?
Not yet. I want to try Chris's.
Yeah.
I need to make that one. This is right. But yeah, we just to reiterate my support, like everyone else, Ash, we're with you 100%, 10,000%, unshakable, right?
Thank you.
Yeah, and I'm very excited about OConnect. To tell you the truth, the more I hear the features, the more I'm so excited. I cannot wait to get my hands on them and just play with it, right? Now, I know in the trial version that we have, we can have 17 people on the panel. I know you told us
16 in the
plus
now.
the host,
Yeah.
16 plus the host, so 17, right? And then
I'm still working on that.
Okay. The commercial version, you once said it's gonna be 25, thereabout,
Correct.
So it's still
5 by 5. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So now, if we are having a
meeting,
webinar, a meeting,
that meeting you can have up to 100.
Yeah, which is the conference. We call it conference, right? That's up to 100.
Mm-hmm.
So if we're having a webinar, which is 1,000 for this first package that we're
up to 125, correct.
Now, and somebody in the guest has a question and they raise their hand, are we going to be able to just like bring them up so we can see them right on the panel right away and talk to them? Yeah.
So you're going to have, that's another question. So in the paid edition now, by default, everybody will not see the list of names. Okay, so there's a little toggle on the top right. Let me try to see if I can show you one.
I think
maybe
I know.
it's not,
I've seen that toggle. Yes.
you see it. Okay, so
Yeah.
you drag it,
Uh-huh.
it will open, it will expand it. Okay, and there's another click that you can see the details. So
Okay.
for your speakers, obviously, because only speakers can talk, okay, on the screen, it will pop on the screen, on the video, it will pop their hand. You can force hands, all hands lowered, or you can lower somebody's hand. So always the host and co-host can override an action, okay? Because they're in control. You can also mute and hide somebody's video. That is probably another week, okay? They're still working on that feature. So for example, on your video, there's gonna be video and a mic on your video frame, okay? Let's call it the video view of Charles. Is gonna have, you can raise your hand, okay? It will be visible there. You follow me?
Mm-hmm.
If you're just a speaker, I can lower your hand if I'm a co-host or a host. You follow me?
Okay.
But also you have another two icons on your name, on your video. Just look at the video right now, okay? Within that rectangle, at the bottom right corner, you have a camera icon and a mic. Say a noise, I see it coming from there, and don't tell me how I know it's you, because it will be looping. It's like a live stream. I know the speaker. So it will highlight the speaker. Very dynamic animated graphic we have. You're gonna love it, okay? Then I can, because I know it's there, so it's handy. I can do it from the list, but I can also just tick that screen, mute you. And if it's an improper, somebody, you know, forgot something, whatever, okay? I can force the camera. So now I'm really in charge as a host or a co-host. So you see, we can be more professional. Like if you don't like the attire of somebody, you're having a class, and you don't, you know, if somebody's improper or there's something is unacceptable, you could hide their video and their mic right there on the screen. Same thing, lower hand, upper hand, you can do that. They could do that on the screen. Perhaps that goes to the entire list of attendees. You're going to see all of their names, and you're going to see all of their flags and countries. Just first name, last name, Charles Osang, USA or United States, and the flag. That's what you're going to see.
And the host or the co-host can bring an attendee up to, hey, ask your question and then bring them back.
Yes, you can. From the attendees, you can put them as a speaker.
Okay.
And your speakers, you can convert them to a host. And if you said, I am going to go and drop off somebody to the airport or whatever, I'm out, or okay, I'm going to hand it to Gusminder. Okay, you're in charge, I'm gone. So you could pass on the host to somebody, you can give them a co-host, you can take it back, you can put them back to the attendees. All those possibilities are available.
Okay.
Full control, conveniently.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. I had another one. But,
and the first time, you know, I know it's a beautiful release and we already like what we have, and, you know, we cannot live without it anymore. Okay, it's more expressive in a way, but the bad news is the first day of that release, when you put your hands on it, is going to be the ugliest you would ever see it. It's only going to get better. As good as it will be, but it will be the ugliest ever.
And the other bad news is going to be addictive.
Then it's just like Chris, better every day, more handsome every day.
It's going to be addictive, I can tell.
Charles, you got another one. Go ahead.
Yes, no, I'm going to let others.
I'm loving the questions. That's how I love it. I love real, you know, important questions or topics. Yes, that's how we do business.
Yeah, so the other one skipped my head because I didn't write it down, but by the time they're done talking, it'll come again. So let's go around, Chris.
Sure, you can refill.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll come back to you, Mr. Charles, because this next guy, he's one of my favorite three people. He's from Canada, which, you know, I love Canadians, but he represents the Indian community and he's a really good friend of mine, Mr. Gershmender Dillon, and we all call him, well, I call him Gersh. Come on, Gersh.
My
Thank you.
brother. Hello.
Hi, Ash. First of all, thank you for coming today. And we stand by you 100%. And on behalf of India, I can say the whole of the India stand by you in any situation. And we know that these are just a weak minds of haters or whatever we can say. They will continue to do all those things, but we stay strong, all of us, I can say. And we are 100% with you, sir. Nothing to worry about that. And I have a few questions, just a quick questions. One you already answered, like a hardware. It's not coming right now. It will be follow after the release, right? And the other one is whether this current release, first one, is coming with the 4K resolution or like less or more.
With which option? The first release? I'm sorry.
The first one, which will be coming right now, anytime. So is it coming with the 4K resolution or what?
Yes. So it will be 4K, but obviously most devices are not 4K, but you will get the highest resolution to it. Yes, our technology is 4K, and we have hardware that is 8K. We have 4K and 8K hardware.
Okay.
Which is the camera and the mics and all of the, we call it OWL. It's a camera that is AI. It will follow the motion. So you're speaking now, it will follow you. Then Charles talks again, it will go on him. You don't have to control that. So it's like, instead of a cameraman, it's AI driven. It will maneuver following the speaker and the motion and the sound.
Okay, got it. And the second
I don't
question
think you got it, because that's gonna blow your mind, and I know it's gonna impress you. I know that.
Yeah. So
but because we didn't want to open topics unless like it's there, so we add it to the back office. You go, you order it, you'll love it.
Perfect. So the second question, Ash, is that we know that our first product is coming like a 3-month of package, right? And we know that we pay for the 3 months.
Only Connect.
Only Connect, yeah. Yes, a single product is coming for the 3 months of packages, and we have to pay for a 1 month, and the other $97 we will be getting.
Estimate because of the additions. Yeah, it's almost 1 month value for the founding members only.
Okay, so we pay the next subscription after that, approximately 3 months after.
After that, you're going to have monthly subscription, quarterly, and annually. You're going to have 3, and annually is going to give you a good discount.
So basically, you say that
the first one is a quarter, just so we can make it. We don't, get overwhelmed with many options, in the beginning. So we want to be at the same level. Stabilize it. 3 months later, 90 days later, we will open more options and more payments and more payouts. Yeah.
Okay. So got it. And the other question is, that is for us, like we conduct meetings. So on an average, on to daily basis, we get somewhere around 3,000 or 4,000 attendees in our webinar, which is on Zoom. But now, as we will be getting Connect, so as we say,
yeah, because I pay for 20K, which is almost $8,000 a month. Okay, that's without the Restream service, and that's without the hosting. That's the basic fees for the 20,000. I thought about you, and I thought about a few people. We might just comp you the first 3 months, until we give you choices to upgrade to higher packages. I specifically thought about the Indian group, so I will make sure that will either boost your account or at least a couple of leaders like yourself or Kaushik Pandya, Niraj, or all those active leaders, will give them maybe a comp, like more, maybe up to 5,000-10,000. No problem. Don't worry. On me. And yeah, don't worry. No problem. So we'll have probably something like that. Specific accounts, we give them that extra bonus.
Mhm. Got it,
But
sir.
I want to add, come on, Gursminder, okay. Good question so far, but at the end of the 3 months, okay. So the first 3 months, okay, it's a bundle, but at the end of the 3 months, it will be more incremental. So we can have smaller packages, bigger packages, and all the options of the terms. But remember, the funding wallet, you could move, okay, from your revenue. Remember the word revenue, wallet. There's revenue and there's funding wallet. So from the one of the options, you could have like a specific amount to add to your wallet. The system is going to suggest, not this week or not this like imminent release, okay, but a couple of weeks, you're going to have, the system is going to tell you, okay, Gursminder basically is going to give you a snapshot of your financial plan. It knows you have OConnect, you have OTracker, which package, all of that. So it's going to give you a summary of your subscriptions and the dates and how much you have in your wallet and how much is due or you need to add to the balance. So it will give you add funds. This is your wallet. We don't go to your wallet. Only the system can take the purchases from the wallet. Okay, now, so it's going to tell you suggested minimum balance is 400. You follow me? Because it knows your subscriptions within that amount. Now, you could choose and do it one time or do it monthly or weekly, whatever the option is. What is it? Paytm something in India like that?
Paytm.
Neeraj.
Paytm.
Paytm. Okay. So it will give you the option to add a specific amount or the due amount, which is always on your dashboard. Okay. And which funding source. You can select the bank, you can select the card, or you can select revenue, the other wallet, the positive wallet. And once you have, by default, so once you have enough in the revenue, it's just a backup, your bank or card. It's just a backup. But we don't go there unless you give a permission monthly, one time, but you would always in your dashboard, you know, the spending budget, okay? Like this is a relief for all those, you know, who want to be always clear on the budget, the spending, the cost of your business. On the other hand, the revenue, which you will see how much you have and we'll pay out every week, for example, or we'll let you just request a payout. All those options are going to happen. But India, this year we will have a card for you. It's already in the process. Like it's just a done deal. You're going to have cards. So on passive, we'll load your balance on a card. You know, let's say weekly, whatever your revenue, okay, any balance, we will move it to the card. That's one option, but you can also request a payment by, you know, to go to your bank. We will deposit it in your bank. Don't
So
ask us how.
talking about cards, do we get a physical card or it's like a
Both
downloaded?
virtual and physical will be mailed to you. You buy it. It's not expensive. And I want to make it commissionable. Remember what I said? Yeah.
Yeah.
You get a
Perfect.
physical good card shipped to you, okay? And you can shop with it. But you also have the virtual card immediately once you order
So
that.
that we can load it with our maybe commissions or whatever. And
with your name on it. Yeah, this is only, you cannot add funds to it. The only, we only add funds to it, but you can spend on it.
So that means if we have some revenue for our commissions over there, so we can't load the card, only company will load that card, right?
Yes.
Okay.
security. And I think you should like that. So we don't access to take money out of it. We can only have access to give you money.
Perfect. Perfect. Yeah.
Yes,
So-
India check.
Check. Okay, that's congratulations, India. You are checked.
We got
That's
Niraj coming up pretty soon, so we're gonna check it again. Thank you,
Yeah.
Niraj, my brother. Good to see you, man.
Anything else, Gusminder? Great topics always. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Very good. Okay, this next guy, absolutely love him, and I mean that desperately. I want to thank him for helping with the notes with Peter Shore, Janet Butler, and Dan Street. You are amazing, Daryl Cook, man. Unmute yourself, please.
Hey, thanks so much for allowing me to come on. Hi, Ash. How are you? Hey, I got
Great.
great. I have a very interesting question, very serious now. So I'm a teacher and I want to reward a specific student for great work. Like, let's say Chris Johnson. Will we have the ability to upload eggs and barbecue sauce right to his house?
Oh, interesting. Wow, we're not that clever. Yeah, oof, I wish.
Well, let me get serious. Hey, I do not like to speculate. And I just want to let the audience know, I know there's many, many more users. My wife and my grandson have been using Oak Connect for hours and hours a week. And my wife just loves the whiteboard. She can put up all kinds of formulas, mathematical statements, whatever. And my grandson can download that whiteboard right from there. So just that simple feature is absolutely amazing. And what you brought on was incredible. And then tonight,
You know how we have to copy the teacher from the chalkboard or the board, right? Okay, we everybody take their, but how about you take the original? You just grab it. Unbelievable. Yes.
yeah, and we've already used that. It's amazing. It's wonderful. And then he can use that to study. So bingo, you've just saved that
And
time.
you can download images on it now, like the coming one. You can download images. So I do something, I want to insert something, illustrative, okay? And I add an image to it from my library, and then do something more, and I expand and maneuver the image, and then I add another image, another so it makes it, whoa, that's a pain. That's a whole portrait of information, and just to copy that will make your life much easier.
A time saver, and the whole idea of being able to save your lesson, go in, dub over it. I mean, I can remember years and years and years of doing videotapes and trying to cut out and paste in and everything, and you're going to be able to do that live. And the student can download that immediately for today or for future. Unbelievable. And when we throw
without Academy, you already have a university. You have a virtual university without Academy, just
that's
like
exactly
with
what I was going to say.
Capabilities, exactly.
Yeah, it's amazing. And now the feature that that I've been hot on with this whole idea of being able to sign on a document like a DocuSign. I think what you're saying is that, okay, parent, I need you to sign this document. Your son and daughter, they're going to go on a trip with this class, and I need your signature so that the student can go. I'm going to upload this document. Please sign it, and then you and I will be able to have that document. Is that true?
100%.
You just solved my problem, sir. Thank you.
So, for example, it's a Word document. For example, you do it there, and they can e-sign it, okay, or touch screen device, okay.
Okay.
You all have it and download it.
No more questions. You solved my day.
I knew you're gonna love it. I knew. I was very clear. You're gonna love it.
Thank you so much. It's been great. I just can't wait. It's going to be awesome. Well, it is awesome. That's my point. It is awesome.
It's already awesome. You're right. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Wow, I thought Ash was excited. Look at Daryl go. Good for you, Daryl, man. I love you, brother.
Well, we're using it not in the last 3 weeks they've been here, but when they're in Bahamas, my wife has been on it every single day for 2 hours. We max the time out. And, we could be really selfish and I can go to one of my grandson's accounts and do it again. But, you take a student. Oh, another thing I wanted to say, the feature where, okay, you can take, I was going to say, make it a content only or name it content presentation, whatever. But you know how distracted students get? So they,
We hide everything, just focus
I can see
on
Georgie over here
Yes.
doing this and
Yes,
Peter doing
yeah.
this,
Yes, yes,
And
yes.
so that
You're gonna force that to be buried away, okay? And
Yep.
focus on the substance, on
Yes.
on.
Uh,
Now here's the thing. I
Perfect.
know you love it already. I could feel you're getting it, and because it's made from a need, okay, from
Right.
experience. I always wished for such a thing, but I know you probably know this, but I want to remind you, and I want to extend the invitation to all of you. You got an idea, just say it, okay? We're working together. You're a part of this and the manufacturing of this revolution. So come to us, tell me, you know what? Add this, okay? Like Susie said, okay, make us do our own audio, okay? Add your resound. Yeah, no big, okay. They just told me the other day, pin the, Chris, remember? In ONET, pin the post.
If you make if you're a owner of a club,
It's in the pipeline. Robin,
Yes.
remember you told me you like also in the podcast, to have a video pipeline. I don't forget. I take the notes. I do my homework. Okay. So you think it, we do it.
Wonderful. Thank you, Daryl. Ash, check your phone for me real quick anyway, just to see that one. Next, this is I'm going to say a brand new guy who's blown up everyone. Absolutely love him. I love his name. Mr. Tang Manure. Come on, buddy. Unmute yourself.
Greetings to everyone. I'm always happy and proud to be a part of this movement. Okay. Mr. Ash, I believe and I trust your vision, and I trust the direction where you're gonna bring this on passive to the next stop. I believe in the products 100%. I'm with you. And you said only God and only as Mufareh can stop.
No, I cannot.
On passive.
I cannot. I can't.
Okay. Only God.
Only God
can stop this movement. Okay. Now, I have one question that I don't feel comfortable asking, but I know that the truth is always the one that prevails. Okay. Here's my question, Mr. Ash. I know that someday, somehow, I already got some messages. If they ask me or they show me specifically about this SEC complaint, I want to hear an answer directly from you. So I have the appropriate response, or I just ignore these messages. I just want to get the answer from you, Mr. Ash.
What's the
And
question,
thank
Tank?
you.
What's the question about
The question is, if one of these affiliate will ask me or show me, Mr. Tang, what is this all about? What is this SEC? And I want to have an answer directly from you, because I just don't want to ignore this person.
I would say, I mean, to be informative and not disrespectful, this is obviously one of the regulators in the country. Not all the countries have this system. They have it here, and when they receive complaints or somebody snitching somehow, they need to investigate something, especially when there is money involved or something with big volume getting a lot of attention. The security exchange means, or their focus, and I didn't know this stuff, I got to learn, after our interaction, which their job is to focus on investments. people put money and they expect a certain return and like the stock exchange and things like that. That's their specialty. They need to focus on that. Ironically, in our case, they've gone way beyond that. So that's why they investigate the cryptos or things, of just money thing like that. And another ironic thing, the other day, Robin asked a question about the name. What does it mean? And they want to persist that it means passive income. Never been mentioned like ever that is a passive income promise. So they focus on that. One of their cases is on passive. They investigated us. They requested all the kind of information you want. We've offered access to our platform. We've given them everything you could imagine, like they could run on passive from the data they have. Okay, and we've cooperated, and we've had attorneys been in a dialogue with them, and they are in agreement to finish, some documents and all of that. But they disappointed me today or yesterday. They decided to do something without a prior notice, which is odd, unusual. And our head attorney has been in the law enforcement of the SEC for 35 years. This never been done before. That they just basically, I don't want to say cheated or tricked, but maybe you have a better word for that, okay? They just didn't ethically or professionally coordinate when we have a dialogue. So in a nutshell, say there are professional people who are experts. Ash is not an expert. They deal with that. My obligation is to abide by the law. My obligation is to do only ethical things and be truthful and good to our audience and to the public. Never do any harm. My obligation is to provide all the information that we do or we have. So in a nutshell, this is not something unique to us. Most big companies go through that. There's always, some misinformation. There's always some hate in the market, competition. There are a million reasons for you to go through that. So it's not an unusual thing. It's rather unusual not to go through it if you're that big. If you're important, you're going to have to go through this. To me, I don't see why they have gone that step. It's been a private. I previously said, should I share this with my customers and my users? And they said, no, it's a private investigation. But I don't think it's private anymore. So they decided to do that. We're not done. It's still going on. That's their opinion. It doesn't mean it's a fact. Now this goes to court, and there's a jury, and evidences and all of that. They have a big risk of doing that because that will affect their career by losing the case. So we have done nothing wrong. We have no shame, but pride in our process. I don't know, maybe you just want to focus on this is a complicated legal process that the company will deal with it. Let's focus on the positivity that the company provides and the good values. You're not obligated to give everybody all the details I provided you, but I gave you all of that. You get to choose what you want. In my opinion, I would say this is normal, and they have a very, very sharp legal team, and they are passionate to defend us. And this is not the end. This will go on, and we have a talk in court. We will be seeing them in court.
That is, thank you for your answer, Mr. Ash. That is well taken. That is well noted. And as you said, it's either you're gonna do it or die. Yes.
Yeah, of course. That is always there. I said it in the beginning too. My request to you or suggestion to you, do you have a limited time on Earth. You said we're believers, okay, and we have 24 hours a day or whatever time we have left on Earth. Okay, we have a choice to spend it on this, something rather a distraction or negative, or somebody evil who's trying to undermine something pure and good for humanity, or we have a choice to focus on what the best we can produce and something that rather productive. I advise or I suggest you have to be good at, if you want to grow, you have to let go of the negativity and the distraction and the hate and all of that. I am not going to focus on that. I'm going to only focus on producing good products and technologies and lifting up humanity. That's my focus. Legal team will deal with that. Okay, I would cooperate. I give anything. I see Sally Spade here. Go ahead. Come on the screen.
Come on, Sally. Sally, you know what I told you, so come on.
Hello, Mr. Mufareh. It is actually Queen of Karma here. You might know me from my YouTube channel and from being friends with a woman that goes by the Recovering Hunbot, who has been covering this scam with me for the last 2 years extensively. And we might have also, reported you to the IRS and the SEC. I am just wondering why you are refusing to give so many of the O founders back refunds when they have been asking you for them for months. I constantly have people coming to me telling me that you have refused to do this, and I would like you to tell us why.
First of all, thank you for coming here. I think you are behaving in a brave and reasonable way today. Welcome here. Come all the time and talk to us face to face. Okay, we're real and we are here. Now, let me tell you something. The refund policy is 30 days. Okay, we have no obligation after the 30 days, and we chose to give a refund to anybody who asks for a refund at any time they choose to walk away, for one reason, not because we have to, because Ash has this logic, which is, if you don't like me, I don't like you either. If you don't want to be with us, we don't want you to be with us too. Okay, so for that logic, why am I going to have somebody who is not, excited about this? This is not about $97 or being, a profitable transaction for us. It's about us having advocates and supporters and real beta testers and people like these intelligent people to give us input and spread the good about OnPassive. Okay, it's never about the $97, because one session here, it's worth more than $97 value to Ash. So we decided not to ask a question, okay, if anybody asked for money back. Now, I don't believe somebody has requested and we did not acknowledge
Marina is waiting actually
Marina,
now. Marina has asked you several. Yes.
Let me tell you, Marina, we can show you the
That's just one
correspondence
example
with her. No, I'm just telling you, Marina, we refunded the accounts that we know for her. At the same time, she blackmailed people, including Chris Johnson right here. If you don't do this within 3 days, if you don't respond, and a few others, okay? Now, we gave her the accounts we know that they belong to her, but she has no evidence we did not refund her. We refunded her. Now, we asked her, or our legal team, I'm not involved. Do you think I have the time to see this? But our legal team asked her to tell us any other account that you manage. If she asks something, the person has to go to the back office. They have access and request a cancellation or a refund. It can happen. She can do it now. If she is real, log in and ask for a refund. We will do it right now. Watch this. If Marina paid for Joe and she's asking for money for Joe, we cannot do that because Joe is the owner. Joe has to request that. But how come we have well over 1 million people who paid?
800,000 actually, according to the SEC.
Well,
you just have 1.12 million accounts.
Okay. I have the answer for this, Ash. For one account of Marina, I paid, and the day she was terminated, I got that refund into my account, and I am the
Thank you for
evidence for
speaking.
that. I'm the
Yeah.
evidence for that. If
And
anybody
about the
wants to see,
800,
I can see you my account here, and I got that $97 back here.
Yes,
Simple.
please do send that to me, actually. My email is on my
Sally,
channel. Sure,
okay,
you're
also,
familiar.
so
Talk
the
to Mr.
800, even though I'm asked not to provide details because that's also going to show our strength.
The court
Uh,
documents are public. The SEC's lawsuit with you
but it's not
108
accurate.
million, it's public.
But
The
it's not
SEC
accurate.
does not
Grossmender
lie.
by
They
himself
do
has
their-
more than close to that number. Grossmender by himself.
Yeah, he has
Just-
over 2,000 accounts. I'm well aware of Grossminder. We're both Canadian.
No.
Very
He
well.
has way more than that. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That's,
And
Way
that's
more.
fraud, sir.
listen.
That's why the SEC's
We
after it.
have,
Sally,
We
listen
have-
to what he's saying, Sally, please.
but you don't
I
have to
have
be
been for 2
cynical.
years.
I am giving you, listen, if you are going to be respectful and ask proper questions, you're not an SEC, you're not a lawyer, okay? And you shouldn't be coming to defend Marina. Who is Marina Favitt before OnPassive? OnPassive made her. Do you know
Well,
her
she was
without
someone that
OnPassive?
wasn't getting scammed along with everyone else that has
But
waited
she's no
here.
one.
You started this
OnPassive
on
made her.
June
No,
of
no, no, no.
2018.
I tell you what.
She was actually a real estate agent before you guys stole her from that and then brought her into this company. She's just one, though, of
Listen, if you're going to say one
literally
more
dozens
disrespectful
of
word,
people that have come to me and told me that you're
I muted her because Sally, if you're going to be disrespectful and tell me you stole and all that, I didn't respect you. I told you, thank you. You're being brave. That's a courageous step for you. If you want to have a professional conversation, welcome. I didn't steal anybody. Nobody dragged her from South Africa to be with. I'm just telling you, Marina, nobody knows her, but in OnPassive, okay? She would be, God bless her, and I'm not against her. The only way she got this comfortable because she starts scamming people and other things that went down. OnPassive is not going down. That's the only business.
SEC might
by the way,
That's
why
the only
isn't she saying
business.
that?
That's the only business she's been into and still standing tall and still going. Okay, so the reason
SEC
is
has
because
found you to be
she
a
was.
pyramid scheme, though.
Well,
They
No,
consider
they did
that
not
to be
find. They
fact.
did not find. You're not a lawyer, and you're not the SEC. They did not find me. That's an allegation, and I said publicly I disagree with that. Court will decide that. I'm not a pyramid scheme. I'm going to change your life, including you, and you're going to be using my products. You will use Ash Mufareh's products and
I
inventions.
will never use your products.
You'll
and I will
see.
never
You'll
join
see.
on
You'll
passive.
see. You'll see.
Sally, why aren't you showing your face if you're
Well,
real?
OnPassive doesn't need somebody with your caliber or your character. But I'm just saying, we have inventions. They are life-changing, and it's going to be difficult for you to avoid them. But I feel sorry for you and for the way you think, because you could be more productive and you could go along with us and win.
Oh, I'm very productive. I've shut down quite a few of the bad websites out here, such as what's going to happen to yours very soon via the SEC. But you have been found
bad
to
news
be
for
a
you.
pyramid scheme
I have bad
by
news for
the
you.
SEC.
You're
They
gonna
have
lose.
said you're a pyramid scheme.
That's only an allegation, okay? And
Can
it's
she
not
Can she
proven.
define pyramid scheme, by the way? Sally, can you define pyramid scheme? I'm sure.
Well, a pyramid scheme is like what you guys are doing, where people have to constantly come in and pay money in order to join on to something. You guys haven't made any money in here.
Okay,
You've all been dedicating 5 years of your life, and you have not made one cent. There's no commission plan. You don't.
You're giving her a platform.
No commission plan, no business plan.
Sally, please listen one thing. Why are you worried about our money? We are here, simple. We love OnPassive, and we are standing with Mr. Ash. What's there for you to come here and
You should.
It's a mistake for you, Chris, to give her a platform. Okay, I thought she's going to be professional and disrespectful.
Me too.
Now
my bad, Ash.
we're going to make her a star like Marina. Okay, but she is a lost soul, and she's.
But the fact that she's stating that the SEC has found you to be this. They have found you. right?
And she
That
just
is
confessed.
incorrect. That is an incorrect statement. So the fact that she believes that, it just shows the level of intelligence that she has. So we should not be entertaining this. Let's move forward.
Let's move on. I was going to educate her about
She
pyramid
just said
scheme.
and confessed she's one of the many that have, like Marina and others who has complained about us. So I told you they're haters, okay? But I wonder what's her solution? What's her productive plan for the millions we have? It's a big mistake to give a loser a platform. So I told you
My
not
bad,
to.
Ash.
Yeah.
I thought maybe she'd be more personal. I told the person that said she's going to come on, I said, be respectful. We're going to remove
But do
her.
you see the amount of hate?
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
there's nothing good
Oof.
about that.
Yeah.
Well, that's good because.
But Marina could have been with us now and talking about
Yes.
her future, positive future, but she chose the losers like this Spade lady, and now look where she is. Do you think they're going to win? We all know. We all know.
I have to say something. This person has not even done her study. She has no clue what she's talking about. Pyramid, obviously you don't know zero about unpassive. At least do your study before you come and trash somebody.
You're right. That's how I wanted to educate her about pyramid. I wish they let her speak so I can educate her.
Who was next
Show her picture, right?
for the questions?
We're gonna
Chris,
move
back to
on.
business. Back
My
to
beautiful
business.
sister, Jean, show us what a lady really sounds like. Go ahead.
Yes.
Oh, thank you, Chris. Thank you, Ash. I have absolute unshakable faith in this, and I don't do that without a basis. I feel the presence of something massive in this, and I felt it the first time I ever heard your voice. I have no doubt this is going to change the world. And if we didn't have monsters rearing up their ugly heads against us, then we really couldn't call ourselves disruptive, because we're not just making disruptive digital products and solutions. We're disrupting everything. We're disrupting the way things are done, and they are going to rear up and they are going to fight us, and we're going to win because we're made of love, and love will win, period. So that's my feeling on that. And I have some other thoughts, Chris, I'll talk to you about later. But the questions. Oh, sorry, I got my fire up. Just a couple quick questions, because most of them have already been answered, Ash. People asked phenomenal questions. And Julie, I loved your AI question about finding the speaker in the recording, because if OConnect is picking up who is speaking, it's highlighting the speaker, then it knows who's speaking in that moment. And so it should, at some point, the AI should be able to learn to pick up, oh, this is when Julie spoke and this is when John spoke. You know what I mean? So I love that idea. It was really unique.
It's actually
I just had some quick ones. My first original question was with the speech to text and the recap function. Is the first release going to have sort of a basic recap function of just the full recording, or will it in the first release be able to do the bringing it down to 20 minutes to 5 minutes to what, you know what I mean? Is that going to be available right away, or will we have to wait a bit?
Thank you, Jean. I appreciate you. And I know you have more beautiful thoughts. I agree. That is a good thing. I just got the idea from Julie. I just got the idea how to instruct it to the team to identify by the facial recognition, which is something we have in O-Verify. You go figure, okay? And if we match, compile all the content from that, it's a crazy add-on feature. I don't know how useful or needed it is, okay? But let's say it identifies Jean and anything Jean, with that facial, image, it compiles that in one place. It is possible. I already got the thought how to do it, but is it really going to be productive or needed? Let's see how soon they do that. As far as but we're going to put it there and see, how much needed. Okay, but on the other side, the recording, the first background now, we're going to have the full file, and there is a video recap and text recap in the pipeline, and there's going to give us like 3 sizes, like small, big, medium. Okay.
Okay.
Of each one. So depending on the content, but to specify the minute, I don't think that's already, you know, planned. That's probably another level. If it's not satisfactory to us, like to have 3 sizes of the recap, we will probably add, like, we define the time and the size of the recap, whether it's text or video.
Okay, great. And another question, which is really important to me because I love the prompter function. Right now, it sort of is static on the page. Like, is there going to be a way to click and drag it out of the way? Like right now, it kind of comes up, and at least in my experience, it comes up in a certain spot. And I know sometimes I kind of want to get past it or see, you know, because it does have sort of a grayness. The prompter box.
Oh, the prompter. Yeah.
Can we
okay,
click and drag it?
I'll make it draggable. Okay.
And then my last thing was just for Peter had said presentation view for the I thought maybe just content view or content only, you know, something just really basic as a name for having the presentation only up on the screen.
We already have that. Yeah.
Awesome. And that's it. We're with you, Ash. Love you.
Ash, can I
Love
come
you back.
in between?
Thank you, son.
Ash?
Yes.
Yes. So
yeah, please, Gurspender, I don't want you to spend time on nonsense. Okay,
yeah, just
we
I
know
want to say because
who's Marina, and we know the refund policy on passive, and we know why she was terminated. And if we spend time on that with thousands of people, how good would it do for us? Okay, we know
that's
Ash
because,
Mufareh, and we know
these
the
people are
Spade lady, or we know the you know, Marina lady, and she could have been winning. The reason she got in violation, okay, is because she was spamming the people. So we embraced her in passive in our community and the founders, and she violated that. And as a part of violation, we should even, I mean, I get in a debate with the team, especially the legal team, when they say, when somebody in violation, we're terminating them. You still want to give them refund? I said, don't refund until you give, don't terminate until you give refund. And everybody knows that. So that is not going to change. I hope we don't spend time on it. Okay.
I
and
just
if you
want to
give her
show that
more
transaction. Just want to show that transaction that on May 19, 2023, I got that refund because I paid for her ID.
Because it goes back to the source of payment. We click refund,
so,
and the payment gateway put it back on the same card. And we lose the transaction because we pay
so the
3%.
first lie which they are telling. So this is the proof of that that they are telling.
But that's why the lawyers are wise to tell me not to give this information away. We'll do it in court, and we're gonna win. Okay. And I think it's a mistake to give evil a stage. We're gonna magnify that, and we're gonna give them a spotlight. It's a big mistake. We should give people who are with a good intention, they want to help, and they have a pure. If you are really genuine and curious and you really want answers, like, we're so real and we are going to give you that. But to come out of nowhere and accuse, and you're being a defense lawyer for somebody you're not related to, and your sole goal is just to get popularity and piggyback on famous strong companies. Yeah, I'm sure there are some bad companies, but passive is not one of them. It's actually the best company. And I guarantee, I'm going to say this, okay, there will be products in passive that can change her life, and she would want them, and she will apologize for misbehaving right now. Because there are some people are on the blacklist of passive. I'm not talking about digital products, by the way. So they have no clue. Let's focus on what's productive. Thank you, Gersmender, for speaking up. Even that's a volunteer information. We should have it, you know, in the background. But I love the questions today, Gene. That's another one. I actually wanted to drag it and reposition it and I just didn't give it attention. But you are definitely more alert than me, and you know, we'll see if we are going to need to have a specific size, like, you know, whether it's a text like give me a page or give me 500 characters or something. That is probably too complex and advanced. I don't know if we're going to need that, but if something, you know, that is an hour, so let's say that's 100%, 60 minutes, give me small, that's 10 minutes or 6 minutes, medium is 30 minutes or in between. I think that's probably going to cover it, which is already an extra value. All right, who is ready for another clever question?
Jerry Derswing, unmute yourself, my sister.
Woohoo! I say, let's move on. I say, I'm here to show and support, to change our world, what you made it about, Ash. And I am on board to be one of your Mother Teresa's, along with so many more. So that's that. And then I do have two questions. The first one is, I know this one sounds kind of crazy, but I kind of think of the kids or just interactive with it. It's one I haven't shared with anybody yet, but because I just thought of it. So, you know, on the whiteboard, if there's a way to make a little section there to put like sounds, I think it would be kind of cool for the kids or even adults. Let's say I'm drawing like a spaceship, and I can make like a little spaceship sound on it. Or would that just go back to using that little prompter in the other section that you talked about, that we use the little sounds? Do you know what I'm saying? Of course, you probably, I'm not sure if you would be able to get the sound when somebody, well, yes, you probably could.
If I can interject, I think she's talking about like a sound animation along with your picture drawing on the whiteboard. Is that correct, Sherry?
Yes, that is correct.
Oh, yeah. We don't have it. If your question is if we have it, but is it possible to add like tunes, you mean, in?
Yeah, like if you draw a
sound.
spaceship, kind of think it would be kind of cool to have for the kids and even adults that are sitting in a meeting, like type of thing. That's one thing. And I have another one when you're ready.
Sure.
So I am fired up. This is going to be amazing. It's already amazing, the things that you guys have created, all the team. Wow, I'm just blown away. But the sound thing.
You know, Sherry, also for the, we have something like that in the, which is, then I find it is already created, that technology, but we just have to integrate it with the whiteboard, okay, which is on the timer. So we have that timer alarm when the countdown reaches, you know, I think like 10 seconds, for example. So it tells both the host and the timed person. It tells them that, okay, running out of time, or there's that sound alarm. So the same technology, we can integrate it with the, but obviously different sounds with the whiteboard.
Wow, that'd be so cool. I was thinking of the kids at one point too, you know, kind of more interactive type of thing, or even adults actually. And then my second question is, this probably, you may have said something about this before, or I just think, you know how we cannot, some people don't know how to pronounce other people's names when they're in the meeting or coming on to me. Right. If there's some way to like, let the AI pronounce their name correctly. Like my name's very hard to pronounce. Not that I care if anybody pronounces it correctly. My last name. If there's something in there,
that's gonna be difficult for technology. That's like probably better changing your name than or easier than teaching the machine how to say it. I don't know, Sherry. That let's think of an easier way than our names are more human, so let's keep them that way. But I can tell you something about the names. You can click on the screen like your name right now, like you see it where it is right now, and you can backspace and type it on the screen. Okay, Same thing, host and co-host can do that.
Wow, that's so
Okay.
cool.
So it would be like dynamic. You don't have to go to the settings or anything.
Oh, so I'm excited about hearing about all the other amazing things that you mentioned already, like Oh Joy and some of these other ones. But I know we'll get there, so I'll let somebody else have a turn. But I know you, Ash, you don't like to think negative, so I'm kind of with you on that page too. I just kind of keep moving forward. So we are on a mission here, and we will not stop. This mission is driven by a higher power. And you, the person, anybody out there, I have to say this, and I know everybody knows I'm going to say it. If you got to know you're important. I don't care what anybody's called you. You are important, and you do matter in this world. I love you, and so does the world. And you are a miracle in this world. Thank you so much, Ash. You are definitely a miracle, and your wife and family. Love you guys. All peace.
Sherry. Thank you. We love you too.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sherry. Oh boy, here he comes. My second favorite in India, Neeraj. Come on, Neeraj, unmute yourself. 14 questions coming at you, Ash.
No, it's only 3 this time. So, Ash, my first question was about the feature that you talked about was the noise cancellation. Now, noise cancellation, is it just a check mark that you must do and it will cancel, or is there a customized okay, you want to do noise cancellation up to this level, then this level, then this level? So is it a custom?
That's a good one. So far, we have one setting of noise cancellation. Okay, it's already integrated with Connect only, and that will just anything above, like it recognizes your speaking. I think what the machine does, it reads your first few seconds of your voice, and anything out that radiance, okay, it blocks it automatically. So so far we just have one setting, but I'm wondering, why would I need like half noise? I'm trying to think with you, Neeraj. Like, why I don't need it quiet to block to noise cancel completely? Why am I gonna need? Well, I don't want to completely block your noise. I want some of you. Like, give me a little bit of noise. Come on. I think it doesn't make sense. What do you think?
The background noise. It's the background noise that you're blocking.
Yeah, it's only background. Your voice is going to be there. So I told you, like, we have one setting, but I was trying to think if I need to give that note, but I think they will laugh at me. What do you think? I'm just thinking loud with you. Like, why am I going to tell them, give me a setting that will give a little noise, not too much? What Neeraj is asking or proposing somehow that we should have different levels of noise cancellation, like 100% noise cancellation. So cancel any noise in the background beyond your voice, and have another setting like a medium one, for example, a little bit of noise, and have one like more noise. So do you get it?
Ash,
I get it. It might work.
Well, I just want to interrupt and say,
like noise or no noise. Yeah. So,
but what about in P&G when, like, say, David Bacall would have everybody gathered around him, and we could hear them? So that would be a case.
So
not that I want to put that on your team, but
no,
then they would be there.
Yeah,
but that's
keep it normal or cancel. If you cancel, it's only the speaker's voice. Okay. And if you keep it natural and you have a live event, that's a good point, Gene. I want the reaction of an event in Germany, in UK. But Neeraj, I think you agree with me. I don't think we want to make like different levels, right?
Yeah.
Just either block it or no block it. Yeah.
It was just a question whether the user has maybe control over it, or it's because then you can customize it. So.
Yeah, but also, Gene, you have, and Neeraj, you have, the background music track or whatever theme. the sound, okay, you can customize the volume. It can have a little more, okay. So let's say you don't want to block the background, but you just want to inject a little bit of whether music or some track music, okay, as presentation or something, and you can control the volume of that, and whatever you do as a host, okay, it will affect, and it will be on everybody's device. It will lower the volume or increase the volume for your audience as well.
Thank you very much. Second question was the rich resounds. Can we add our own or some kind of music in that? For example, there's a pop song called "Are You Ready?" and then you could actually add that and maybe.
Yes, that's what Susie suggested, Neeraj. Yeah,
in the start of
it is being integrated. So they worked on it, and it's either going to be the first or second release. Yeah.
Yeah, and the last question was about the speech to text. You said that speech to text. You said that it is much more accurate than other. Since you have listened, you have used other video conferencing softwares, and you have used OConnect. So can you maybe pinpoint some differences? I know it is more accurate, that's what you said, but if you could give examples of that, if any.
Yeah. So for example, Apple has, you can have voice recognition, or most smartphones, right? You could talk, open the speaker, and as you talk, it will do that. In my experience, some of them are either there's a lag, and we get in trouble a lot. So I'm driving, and I somebody important, I need to reply to them, but I cannot talk, so I will leave a text, and I cannot text, so leave a quick message, especially if there's a headset or Bluetooth in the car, whatever, okay. It's mostly inaccurate, so it's helping a little, but I cannot rely on it because I have to check, and often it has mistakes in the typing. So I'm, no matter what device you're talking from, it does not really type what you say. There's a speed problem, and then sometimes it's behind. You said so much, and sometimes it hears something away, okay, and it adds like a child talking and this and that, or a TV, okay, and it became like a chaotic text, okay. So this is my experience with most technologies I've had so far. And the most recognizable one, you're going to see it when you talk, is going to become, it will be condensed together, the whole text. You don't know when there's a stop or something. With our technology, for the first time, I feel it is super accurate. Like, I haven't seen a mistake so far with any breath you say. It's exactly what you're saying on the dot. So it's not ahead of you, it's not behind. You don't have to repeat. So it's really easy. How many times you've heard somebody fighting with Siri? Say, okay, she's saying something dumb, and so it's a weak voice recognition. It's not taking the right command. And when we experience on passive in OConnect so far, it is as accurate as you talk, and not ahead of you, not before, and nothing comes condensed. It comes with punctuations, like it has a question mark. If you sound like Neeraj, how are you? It puts a question mark, and then a dot and a comma and all that. It breaks the sentences, and then you stop. Hi, Neeraj, how are you doing? Send. Did you see my brief pause? It will send. I didn't type send. I didn't click that. So it's amazing. And then it stops the microphone until you want to enable it again. So it is accurate, it's fast, it's with punctuation. I can count on it. We're going to have less incidents with it.
Thank you very much, Ash. That were all the questions I had.
Perfect for now. But think about the noise cancellation. If it makes sense to you, maybe you can explain it to me and I'll talk to the team. But I feel I will be looking dumb if I tell them, give me levels of noise cancellation.
Okay.
Thank you, Niraj, for now. I liked how he answered that. Charles Osan, come on back, man.
All right, thank you. Couple questions this time, but I think they're going to be short. The first one is to kind of piggyback on what Gosminda asked earlier. I know that we have the first 3 months, we have a bundle. And Ash, I think you mentioned that we could either pay all at once.
Everybody's getting refund, yeah.
All at once or monthly, right? I know we're going to pay a lower amount, founders, because of the refund. So are we going to have the option to make that one-time payment or split it in 3 months? Or, I mean, is that optional?
After the 3 months in OConnect, yes, you're going to have that option.
Also, the
first one is only quarterly, which is 90 days, 3 months. The first time, only the first time.
Right, but my question is,
which is an exception. It's just like the launch, package. After that, we go back to normal in OConnect, monthly, quarterly, and annually.
So I get that. So my question is, do we pay all at once for the first 3 months?
Okay. Yeah. If you choose that will save you money, right? That obviously, what's the reason you want to do that? 2 reasons. You want to ensure that your subscription is always active. It doesn't affect your business.
Okay.
You don't have to do that like monthly and all of that, whatever the funds you manage. That's first. Secondly, is when you pay quarterly, obviously you get a little discount, okay? But when you do it annually, it can be a very good, exciting discount.
Okay, thanks. And the second question is, I know we have backward compatibility. I mean, OConnect with the device. So let's say we have up to 8K speed with our own devices, but a lot of devices out there, like what I have, is 4K speed, and some may have less than 4K, and the device or OConnect is gonna ping the device like in nanoseconds to find out the speed, and then it's backward compatible. Is that correct? Now, for the resolution of the resources, I want to say network resources, bandwidth. Is it also going to do that for the bandwidth?
Not from OConnect. That's an upcoming technologies when we're talking about internet connectivity and virtual, like the VMP. So, for example, you can go through passive data center or cloud connectivity to boost your connection, but not in OConnect.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, cool. Got it. Thanks.
Of course.
Oh.
You done?
Yes, sir. I'm done.
Go ahead, Ash. I'm sorry.
No, that's it. Okay. I was going to open another product, but let them ask first.
All right. Miss Ava Diaz, another beautiful sister. Come on.
Ava, how are you?
Unmute, Ava. There you go.
Good evening, Ash. It's wonderful to see you and be with you here. I don't know. I always get nervous when talking with you. I just wanted to know on OConnect that we are having, normally we put the pictures on the top. We have to come out of it and then again come back in, and then we put the pictures on the top. Will that be possible with OConnect, to put it once and for all with us having to do it?
Are you saying the title?
No, the pictures, the titles are there.
No,
like
the picture, you mean, okay, you're talking about the speaker's pictures. Only the speaker's pictures will show.
No, all the pictures like host, co-host, and everybody, whoever's there.
Those are speakers. It only shows up to 25. The rest,
Right.
if you go to the details, but not necessarily the pictures, it's going to show names and flags.
Okay.
And if you don't know the flag, you hover on the flag.
Yeah.
It's going to tell you India or Bangladesh or something. So the pictures, because this is integrated right now, you have to put the picture, but the one that you're going to have is integrated with the ecosystem. So it will take the picture from your profile and have it there. So you don't have to put it, not even once. It's just like one time, especially if you're verified, it will be in your profile. And now that will show and populate in your OMail, in your ONet, anywhere you have a profile or picture, it will show it, including OConnect.
Okay. Thank you. I have one more
No problem.
question. You said the cards will be available for India. Will it also be available for Bangladesh?
Of course, we're working in all countries, but I'm saying that
No,
like it's already, yeah, of course, yeah.
Immediately it will be available for Bangladesh as well, right? Yeah.
I didn't say that, okay? I'm saying
No, I'm asking.
India, it will be
Yeah.
available for Bangladesh. We're going to have no country left behind, to our ability. We're working in countries that are not even strong in passive.
Okay.
But
Can I
it's a
ask you-
process to onboard them, Ava. Okay, so for example, like Brazil and Colombia and there's some African countries are not even that strong in passive. But because we know it's a process, we're preparing, working on them now. It takes months, each country, okay? So, but India's, because it's been a while, so it's almost there. By the next payment of OConnect, they should have cards. But I'm not sure if the team, because we're not clear if we're going to open it for whichever country is available, because they're not going to come out all at once. So would we decide we're going to make sure that all countries are available and then launch the cards, or whichever ready, go live with it? So that's a good conversation.
Thank you, Ash.
Bangladesh is going to say, why India? What about us, right? And then Canada going to say, what about us? And this and this. So, well, that's a process not in our hand. It's complex.
Yeah.
Lots of papers and regulations and compliance. But you get the point. We're going to include everybody, and Bangladesh should have it. Yeah.
So, just one more last question, and
Okay, go. I'm ready.
Okay. Can we transfer the emails from other platforms immediately when we get our email addresses, like our contacts? Do we have to do
we don't have that, but we could. Okay, so we are laser focused on OConnect right now. Let's roll it out, and then I'm going to be telling you, come on, give me all your wish list in ONet, in OMail, and we're going to perfect it and go to the next one. Okay, but that's a good point. When we tell you, okay, now anything you want, it's a good thought. We always thought about it, like to import our contacts from another email platform. Sure, why not? It's possible. We don't have it now.
Okay. Thank you so much, Ash. And like we always say, we believe in you. I believe in you. And we're always standing by you. And thank you so much. And you're really an angel sent from heaven.
Thank you.
for us. So
You're very
thank
kind.
you, Ash.
We work so
Thank you.
hard to make it better for you and the millions. That's obvious. Yeah.
Thank you. You have the people in your heart, so you can never be wrong. Never. So thank you. Thank you so much, Ash.
Thank you, Ava. Next, Lynn Nakamoto. Unmute yourself there, lady.
Got it. Hi, Ash.
Hello.
All right. I love Jean's suggestion of the movable prompter. And in addition to that, would there be a possible to change the size of the prompter box? For those with low vision, they can adjust the size of the box itself. In addition,
I got it,
I
Lynn.
think
Thank
that would
you.
make a
Sure.
big difference for deaf,
So
blind, and
drag.
deaf. Yeah, deaf, blind would appreciate it as well. Also, for any time there appears font, for example, there's font in the chat, there's font in the captions. If there would be a way to adjust the size of the font as well as the color of the font, it will make a huge difference for deaf, blind, and low vision, because
Yeah.
they need high contrast between the font and the background, and they can adjust it.
So Lynn, right now we have that ability to have to control the thickness in the whiteboard, for example, and the size. You can drag and drop the text. Okay, that's one place. Another place is the ticker. We can bold, italic, things like that. And where else? Talk to me. What else? Oh,
The chat itself, the chat.
yeah, but I'm trying to think.
The push a
I wanna-
link and all of those. Push a link, call to action, all of those.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you what I always think. I always think sometimes less is more. Okay, and the more you add, it becomes a heavier load, and there's more into it. Even if somebody, or the vast majority, let's say 90% or 95% of the user's base never use that. Okay, but then you got a couple percent, they want to play around it, and then you go ahead and complicate the entire application. So I'll tell you what, okay, I took the note, okay, to control and manage the font size where is possible, okay, but without overloading the system. Is that fair enough?
Yes, it's good. How about font color? Is that something that?
Yeah, that is already in the ticker. You can have
great.
different, okay. And where else? The call to action, as Jean said, okay, it's already there. You can choose a different color, and boldness and thickness and all of that's already there, okay. But font size, let's, yeah, we have that, believe it or not. So in the ticker, we have different font style, you know, the type of the font that you're using.
Yes.
There are just a handful, not two hands, one hand, okay. And header and, you know, smaller, bigger. So that's already there. And where is that also? The prompter, in the prompter, you can select the size. So it's already there in the size, in the prompter,
Really?
it's already there. The
Wow.
prompter, the boldness, and the font style. Now, tell me when you see it, tell me where else you want to apply the same, okay? Fair enough?
Yeah, that's fair. As the next thing is the highlighting of comments. As you know, with Roblin Live, we do spotlight comments, and people love that we acknowledge the
yeah.
comments. And I was wondering if there could
In
be
the chat?
feature, yes, because when we start utilizing O Connect, we still want to be able to highlight.
Yeah, so this is one thing. So I like the what we nailed, I believe, the Q&A session, okay, is similar to the chat, but I like that you can open that and people type their questions and you click play. So I like Lynn's question, I like Jean's question, I click play. It becomes, it it posts it for everybody. I can choose one at a time or 5 at a time. So I, make room for one, I address one. So like it's done, you exit and then you make room for another one. Okay. So you can handle that. And it kind of showcases the text. That technology is also useful to be implemented in the chat. So to highlight and display specific chat.
Thank you.
But technically the technology is there, yes.
Thank you so much. This is a rather big thing, but it would make a difference to anyone that utilizes sign language, whatever country they're from. Currently, the webinar platforms that exist today are sound-based. So the AI and the camera focuses on an individual when they utter something or when there's a sound. But with deaf, blind, etc., they're using sign language. They're not using their voice. So is there a way for the technology and the AI to focus on the signing hands and differentiating the signing hands from someone just waving to someone? It's the actual language comes in the hands. So would AI be able to focus on the hands and pan to that individual?
Yes.
Versus sound.
Yeah. So this is one of the biggest goals we have to go over the motion and the avatar, which is in the pipeline already. Okay. Just the only challenge we have is how to standardize the motion of the sign language.
Okay.
And remember, we said in August, after the beginning of August, we have a big bomb coming from the AI section. Okay. So this is intact. This is also, something that is just about to be rolled out. It's just the arrangement and press releases and all of that, which is something new. Okay. It's going to be, I would say, disrupting the media sector, which is very promising and we love it. And that's another exciting service that we have. And we already have governments that ordered it, okay, just from the sketches they've seen and the demo.
Thank you. Quick one is that right now, where the person's name appears, let's say I'm on the OConnect and my name is there, it appears in the area where people sign. So the deaf were telling me that the name of the person blocks their signing because it's right where people sign. So is there a possibility of not moving it for everyone, but maybe letting the deaf consumer or deafblind consumer move it? Not everybody needs to move it, but this big part of society, it's blocking their signing, because it's right in that area.
That's definitely, it's more of a look and feel, Lynn, and I would focus more on coming up with the whole concept, and then we can play with the display, drag and drop. Like for example, the user, the attendee can probably select the mode, and if they choose that, then they have control of where to drag the digital avatar sign person.
Thank you. That panel at the top that shows your co-host, your host, people who have raised their hand, is there a possibility of shrinking it so that the area where people are talking is bigger, so that we can have bigger space for signing? Because the squares right now are very tiny. It's really difficult to see a person's signs. So if we could shrink the top, make it smaller, it would give the panels of the boxes that would be bigger for everybody to be signing on.
You got it. Like I said, Lynn, that's already done. Okay, so we already have different views, and you have one of them is full screen. Even when the host chooses full screen, it makes it full for everybody. So it cleans up anything from the side and here and there, and the focus would be just you're seeing the view of the speakers.
Oh,
okay?
Great.
The
Couple
videos.
things.
It's already there.
Thank you. Just two more things. The timer right now, when it goes down to so many seconds, only the person being timed and the host can see it, right? And at the timer at the end that tells you how many seconds are left of the webinar, only the host sees it. Is there a way for the whole everyone to see that there's 30 seconds left of the webinar, so then people can wind down and say bye-bye, or you know what I'm saying? Because it kind of ends abruptly and you don't really know exactly when it's going to end. So more like user-friendly and
Yeah. So, we have the timer per person, but you probably want to put a timer like as a countdown to the end of the session. Like you want to put 5 minutes to close it out.
yeah, so that everyone sees it, not just the host.
You're a picky, selective lady. Okay. You are very, very meticulous about what you want. I'm going to add it to the list. I think it's already there.
Oh,
okay. And so that we have the timer, but instead of having it display for one, we can display it for everybody. Is that fair? Display the
Yeah, that'd
timer.
be
You know
great. I
how the
think-
calculator and all that. But here's the thing, Lynn.
Mhm.
Do you also propose to automatically close out the session when it expires, like to end it, or just a reminder, but you still have the click on the end session?
It could be either way, whatever. I'm not that picky on that part, but just as long as people see it, visually see it, so everybody knows. And even for like the individual timers for when you're timing a specific person in the webinar, nobody else knows that the person's time expired except the host and the person, right? So if the whole group knew, that would be, I think, good.
I think it's a bit of kind of, how do I say it? I don't want to say disrespectful, but maybe a distraction. Like why everybody should be the time. The person that matters to them, they should just see the time, and it's a friendly thing. You're not going to sue them. You're not going to shoot them, right? It just they go another second. It's just a friendly reminder. So I'm thinking if we display it, and now all the eyes are on the timer. Come on, are we thinking of what they're
Distracting.
talking? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
So, but let me ask you, Lynn, and I appreciate this is a part of the value that we get from our true founding members and loyal leaders. This is the feedback that is priceless, that will make our products better. We revamp them and make them even more useful, more valuable to all of us. Everybody gave us an input tonight. It will have a positive addition and impact on the products. So thank you, Lynn, and everybody else. This is, you have no idea how many pages it's filling. Okay, and that's more work. I'm not promising this will be done tomorrow, but it will be done. You know how it is.
Yep. And my final comment was on the background noise suppression. You said, why would there be different levels of suppression? And I was thinking about when someone, let's say you go to Niagara Falls or you go to PNG to do a bird watching tour.
Yeah.
There might be times that you would want to go live and show the background sounds because that's what you're there for. Your Niagara Falls, the roaring of
then
the
don't
sound,
put the noise cancellation. Yeah, just keep it, and whatever your mic picks up, okay, you do that. It's just as long as we can enable it and disable it. Yeah.
Thank you.
So let's see that, and again, I told Neeraj like to think about it before I go and embarrass myself with the team. Just let's think about it between us, okay? And if we believe there is a use for it, we'll put it under work.
Thank you.
So
And
think about it, Lynn. So we have the timer, okay, and we have, which is we're displaying that. So the same thing, I think we just add a timer, but that's for everybody, the same timer, and we can make it. It's the timer is a countdown. So the same thing, we can do it for everybody. What do you think? So just make one for a specific speaker, which you need to select them, or for everyone. So it's just add in one factor, which is for everyone. That would be the same spot. Another timer we have, it's already in the call to action, right? So it's already there. So how we package it. But if you want something so big, loud, like a whole different concept, hey, we're ending in 5 minutes and the countdown, you let me know. But if it's enough to have a countdown for everybody.
Okay, thank you. And for the deaf users within OnPassive, they are very eager for you to hear their feedback. There's quite a few things that they would prefer to be improved or adjusted to make OConnect deaf-friendly or more deaf-friendly than it is right now. So there's quite a bit. It's not appropriate to bring it up here, but there is quite a bit of things that they would like.
So other than like the sign language, avatar, closed caption, more than that, they okay.
There's a lot.
Is it like a bunch more? Then let's have a separate one, and that would be maybe OnPassive wide. What other products need to include? Because mainly it's going to be the communication suite, such as OMail, ONet, this, that, and of course OConnect, OPal. So let's probably down the road gather up, like we, in the name of the deaf community, what are your dreams? And we will have a little bit of the tools where they can give us input type or any way we can have, or the sign language, and with interpreter in the beginning, and gather all the thoughts and see what products we need to apply them to. But I think we have a good start for now.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. I did not expect all of that. But deaf community, I know you don't hear me now, but Len is looking out for you. Thank you.
They send their love to you and they appreciate what you do. So thank you.
I can do this for them. You taught me this.
Sure, you're good at that. Awesome.
And this. Yeah.
Good job. You remember.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta watch Ash's jumping all over on me here. Ash, when you're done, do this to me so I don't have to cut you off. Great question, Glenn. My twin brother Michael is back. Come on, Michael, unmute yourself. I am a little bit better looking though, I gotta admit, but it's okay.
All right, I'll give you that.
Who came first?
I'll give you that. I think he did, Ash.
You're older.
Just a quickie. Two things. One is a question with regards to OConnect and the language translation. Will we have that in the first build?
No.
Okay, that's good. And the second one is just a statement you mentioned about you were talking about no view and you know,
presentation view. Yes.
Yeah. So and so you use no view. So it's suggested O view or full presentation view. So
yeah.
There's two things I'll throw at you. You can ponder. Okay?
Presentation view, I believe. Yeah, yeah.
Got it?
You like presentation view?
Either all view or full presentation view. So
all view.
These are not my ideas. These are not my ideas. But I said
what do you like? All
I'll
view.
Bring it to you. Me, I'm easy.
Okay.
Right, Chris? Right.
So only view, full view, all view,
full presentation view,
full presentation.
all view.
One word is always good.
Yeah, all view.
All
no
view.
Okay. But you know, I'm not. You know,
we can rename it anytime. Yeah, that's a beauty. Yeah. Okay, no problem. That's easy.
Maybe I have a contest for that.
Ooh, speaking of contests, yes.
Naming contest.
Beautiful.
Very good.
All right, sir.
I really have one of our platforms is crying out for names, and they want 3 names, but I don't want to bring this publicly. Yeah, I would love some input on that, and I know some of you are very creative. We should have just an inside session and allow you vote. We can do that through OConnect maybe. We can have a poll survey.
Sounds like a plan.
We give first of all, we give open. So we hear a bunch of names and then we boil it down and, give multiple choices, and I think it will be fun. People love to have their input in something, and all of a sudden they become advisors, and it just in there, like you have no idea. Just ask for direction and people will stop traffic to draw maps and walk you there.
Very good. Here's a guy that you're gonna love, Ash. Mr. Wilton, I'm glad that you
I
came
know him.
to ask your question. Go ahead, Wilton. I'm glad you showed up.
Good night, Ash. How are you, sir?
Fantastic.
All right.
Very productive session. I love it.
Awesome. I'm so glad I get the opportunity to speak with you again.
Always a pleasure. Yeah.
I want to join with the others that speak ahead that we're with you all the way. There's no point of return. Wherever you go, we go. So I want to join with the others and said, just block out the noise. My mother used to say, don't watch the noise of the market, just watch the sale. And if we all do that, we'll be going somewhere. My inputs tonight, because as I said before, my only job that I know is to take care of people. So I'm a big advocate for the autism community. In the future, when Unpassive get rolling, will there be a product that we could use to communicate? Let's put it this way. An individual, a student could just touch a screen and it could interpret to you what they are really requesting. Will Unpassive be able to create a product that could be of such help? And because one of the issue we had is really how to communicate properly to the needs are there. So that's my first question. If you
So you're like, what do you touch, for example, like on the screen? Let's say you're having what kind of platform, and what do you touch, and what type of interpretation you want for that? So like, are you talking about an image and give me more info about this, or a text? Yeah. What object? What?
So let's say they're requesting bathroom. Just by touching that, it would interpret to
like what, Wilton? What, like what?
Let's say on an iPad then, and they would touch room, but we get no interpretation. It's just an object here. Could we get
but like what do you want to touch, for example? Like, tell me.
So a screen. Let's say we had a device that we could touch, and that would actually interprets to us what they're requesting. Because most of the time, it's what they're requesting we don't understand.
I have to tell you, I'm going for more A and B. A, you're either super intelligent and speaking above my head and I'm very dumb, or C, both of them. And I have no idea how can we make this tangible, like to capture something specific. What you're saying, like to my understanding, if you touch anything on the screen, it's an app, it's an image, it's a video, it's a website. how? Like, what kind of concept is that? That sounds like magical to me and a voodoo. And what? But if you just looking for generic information, you just search that in the search engine. I'm really not clear on the idea. Maybe once that is clear and you can reshape the request, I can probably understand it or be able to explain it. But I'm sure everybody is like looking, huh? What is he saying? Okay, like
Did you say bathroom, Wilton? Did you say bathroom? So you're talking about an icon of, to say, a toilet or something like that, and the person could touch that and say, I need to go to the bathroom. Is that the kind of thing you're trying to do, like iconic images of specific needs that a person can touch and you know instantly what they need?
Yes.
Okay. Does that help, Ash?
Well, a little, but it didn't take me in all the way. So, but like about what? Like you need to be in a certain app. Again, it's not just an open thing like your iPad or whatever, or device. How do you do the input? Are you going to take a picture from the camera, or you're navigating on the tablet itself or the device, or you're going in a browser website on the desktop? Like, what's the input? What's the output? What do you want it to tell you? Just information or guidance or GPS?
I think he means like in a classroom setting, because he's talking about students that have autism, right? So I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's what he's referring. So let's say it's Academy, so the student is present, and so the student wants to say something to the teacher, but maybe they can't speak it, voice it.
Yeah,
right?
if you're using a
on,
virtual device, just go to the bathroom. You don't need to do anything. Yeah.
he's using bathroom as an example. There'll be other messages. So if
like
there could
other
be
than
like
raising your hand and just
like what Gene
texting
is
back
saying
in the chat.
Yeah, what Gene is saying is having different icons that would represent, like going to the bathroom, or I don't know what other icon, but some other message that the icon would represent. So they'll be touching that screen while they're engaged in the Academy platform, as an example.
Yeah, thanks, Michael. Yeah, that's where I want to go with that.
So is it an application specific, or just like on passive wide or device wise, or?
But since we're on passive, which will be now the new way out, I was just hoping that there would be something that could stand out from the others, that we could really walk with proudly and said, this is our brand. This is our way of doing it. This is the new way of doing it.
Okay. I'm open to that concept. It doesn't sound like it's a priority or an urgent matter. Allow me to have another meal with Mr. Michael Williams, and maybe he will explain that over a meal to me when I'm more alert. Or Gene, if you got that, maybe another round of it will clarify. But don't give up on me. It's not
never.
Okay. I just don't have it clear yet in my mind to be able to get excited and implement it.
Yeah, so what maybe I request is to speak with Michael and Gene, and then maybe they could get a better clarification.
That is even more sophisticated. So you had all that spin so you can just talk to Michael and Gene. Okay, you win.
Thanks so much. Thanks again.
You're welcome. But what if somebody else spoke? You still want to see them? I don't want to say names.
Who is that?
You didn't know who's gonna respond, right? All right, Mr. Captain Chris Johnson.
No, don't use me. No, I'm just kidding. Manu. I'm already in enough trouble. Manu, my beautiful sister in the yellow blouse. Come on. Great questions, Wilton. Thank you.
That's a big crowd today. Thank you so much, everybody. On a Saturday night.
Right. Well, everything is on the menu, Ash. Ask and ye shall receive. That's how you're doing it. My question is that, and it's not so much of a question as it gives me a couple of seconds to have a word with you. When I'm on the main ecosystem page and I go to OConnect, and when I'm done, when I go to log out, I log out of OConnect, but still have to log out from the main screen. Is that how you like it, or the new version is going to be one single sign out as well as one single sign in?
So that's a good question, to be honest with you. I believe right now, if you leave the session, you exit the webinar session. Okay, but you are still logged in your back office of OConnect and ecosystem, if that's where you came from. And if you log out, your session is likely to time out. For example, like if you have a session of 1 hour, your timeout in the background in your ecosystem is 30 minutes. So if you're not having any activity in your, it's going to time out, but your webinar, say, let's say it's 1 hour. I think it makes sense to keep it that way. Yeah, because if you end the session, you might still want to be working in the back office. And you know, if your back office ends or the session of the ecosystem ends, you don't want to cut off your meeting if you're still going on, right?
Makes sense. Thank you. Thank you so much for all you do.
Do you want any adjustment to that, or is it good that way?
I think that's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I will let Francis talk now. Thank you.
Thank you, Manu. All right.
Chris, you're muted, Chris. Turn on your mic.
Francis, my man, come on. I said all kind of nice things about you. You missed it because I muted myself. Come on, Francis.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Ash. God bless you and your family.
Thank you so much.
Before I have my own question, I want to follow up with what Minu asked. If I am in the OConnect session and showing up the OMail and all those OES platform, and then I close the session, would that lock off my OConnect session?
No, it shouldn't. I mean, if you close a session of any application, it shouldn't close the entire application, okay? And secondly, you know, it should not knock you out of the ecosystem, right?
Because now you have the one single sign in, one single sign out. So
right, but it's not the per use, okay? So for example, if you log out of OMail, okay, we want to log you out from everything. So when you come back, like you either log into OMail or to the ecosystem, either way. But if your session ends, it didn't log you out from OConnect, for example, or OMail. But if you completely log out, okay, then that is exiting. So no matter where you log out from, it should log out all applications, right? Yeah. But keep in mind, Francis, and I think Minu also, the same applies. So eventually, most of the stuff are going to be downloaded in your desktop, like it's an app, and it's already there. Anytime you click on that icon of OnPassive, okay, you're there. You don't need to log in unless you choose to have the OTP every time you want to log in, like a second layer authentication. Same thing with your app. So we did a demo the other day. So that's it. Once you download the app and you're logged in with your credential of OnPassive ecosystem or mail, that's it. You're logged in. It's not gonna, it will be open. So anytime you click on that icon on your phone, you're there. Okay. So it's mostly going to be on unless you choose to log out and log in. So this will minimize the confusion.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
I have a few questions. One is about the recording. Now that you have the recording feature, will it be possible to have a feature for editing before we send out to the group?
So what about the recording? I'm sorry, Francis.
Is there a feature for edit the recording before?
Oh, editing. Yeah, that would be audit or yeah, other features. You'll be able to put the video there and edit, but not in OConnect. But if you're in the ecosystem and you can just have integrated applications.
Yeah, I love the feature that the co-host can also help the host if the host is out. That is very good. Thank you for the feature.
Absolutely.
Regarding the speech to text feature, would that be the same application for closed caption?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
and then the difference is going to be, so speech and it's typing. Okay. Right now, the first release, it will be in the chat. It's available in the chat as the first, step. Then it will be, you enable it as closed caption, however you want to name it. But then the third layer will be speaker in a different language, and you don't want it the same language. So somebody's talking English, you want translation in Filipino or something. Okay, so you can have that. That's the third layer of the closed caption.
Okay, so the first version of the commercial one will not be the same speed as the
not on the entire screen. Okay, because that's the whole display is going to change. Okay, but the technology is already there, so it's only the design, the cosmetic, like what's the best way to do that. So the technology is created, it's already integrated in the chat section. That's done. So this will be in the first release. Now, when they finish the design of the closed caption, so this becomes available if you enable the closed caption or the speech to text, it will be there. Okay, stabilize it. Another one will be choose a different language for the text. But all back to back. It's not like big gaps in between them.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Of course.
I want to suggest about the people that sign into the OConnect, invited to the OConnect. Can we have a requirement that they put the full name so that they can log in?
Yes, to lock security.
Yeah, if they don't put the full name or if they put a pen name, they are not able to log in or enter the room. So it's better for us, because every time we ask the audience, can you put the country, the name? They don't put it. With no idea who are they. Can it be automatic that if they want to be or interested to go into OConnect, they themselves need to.
The solution, Francis, I believe it will be O-Verify. So we enable O-Verify. You're just going to have a certain time. If you're not verified, it's going to lock everything, not just one feature. So you're not going to be able to use. You'll be able to view until, which is free. You take a minute or two, become verified, which will include country, name, all the information. Okay. Once you do that, then everything is unlocked. So O-Verify is going to take care of that.
So once they do the O-Verify, whoever come into the O-Connect, the name will be included.
You're not going to do much without being verified in the entire ecosystem. You're not going to be able to subscribe. You're not going to be able, yeah. And for example, one of the advanced features we can have for the paid customers to specific applications, okay? For example, you want to only invite verified people. You can uncheck or not to include or exclude unverified people. So you just want verified people. But if you want to open it for everybody, you're just making that choice. So yes, O-Verify will minimize this, incomplete information. Most people don't have their country, their phone, their photo. Small thing, they don't take much, but once they verify their account, it will all be real people. Everything is complete. It's just more accurate and more efficient. I agree with you.
Thank you. Thank you. In the setup for the O-Connect, there is also a button for exit URL. Currently, when anyone exit, they go to onpassive.com, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it also possible to put in the affiliate link?
You will be able to put whatever you want. Yes, on the push button or push a link or a call to action.
When they exit.
And exit. Yeah, absolutely. Exit URL is yours.
Yeah, thank you. I love the facial identification feature that Sister Julie had mentioned. Because when you do the training, sometimes you can watch people sleeping. So if the facial identification can
yes.
get them order.
Yes. Academy will have attention detection.
Yeah. Finally, I want to suggest about the poll, P-O-L-L.
Distraction detection, yeah.
Distraction. Can drop it off. Regarding the pool, is there another product that we can have a bigger population to use the pool, that we have those who are taking the voting? Because in O-Connect, there's a limitation, right? Or unlimited.
Yeah, that's a good idea. We could take it out as a separate service if somebody want to survey 1 billion people. Yeah, sure. Why not?
Because there are associations, like even the
with the account capacity. I understand.
They have the AGN, the annual general meeting. Sometimes the old folks or the senior cannot go and attend. At least you can take the vote at virtual. Yeah.
Fantastic. All right. Great questions. And I think most of them are taken care of, Francis. Yeah.
Great. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Done deal.
Good day.
Yes, indeed.
All right. Last, Peter Shore, last hand up, and then Ash, you make the call.
Thank you for staying up for us. Thank you. I know you had a long day.
Thank you. Thank you, Brother Ash. I did have one question. You know how every device, particularly in computers, if you don't move your mouse for a certain amount of time, it goes to sleep. Being O-Connect, being a video conference, I've noticed if you're multitasking and you're just listening while you're doing other things, the computer actually do go to sleep during O-Connect. Unless, I don't know if anybody else noticed that.
Yes, you're right. Yeah, if your screen is inactive,
right,
it goes to sleep, the screen. But we suggested something to refresh your screen, as you almost refreshed it, like on your end. So every, let's say, 5 minutes or so, it refreshes that. Even if it sleeps, I don't think anybody has it less than 5 minutes. Mostly 10, 15 minutes and above. So if it sleeps, like it refreshes, so it's almost like refreshing your desktop. So we suggested that to have an auto refresh seamless, because you don't want to to kind of like go blank on your video view.
Yeah, perfect.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, because like when you watch a YouTube video or example and you're multitasking, it would always go on.
Right.
Until you stop it
It
personally.
doesn't sleep.
Yeah,
Got it.
doesn't sleep, but yeah, appreciate that, Ash. That's all I have. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, very good observation. Yeah. I requested, I don't want it to sleep. Yeah.
Thank you.
To me, I don't want anything to sleep. I don't want a timeout. Keep it all. Like, well, why should we put our products to sleep? Let them, stream. But sometimes it's not just up to us. It's up to the users' preferences and settings on their devices, all of that.
Mr. Ash, sorry.
Sure.
You know, the previous session we mentioned about in the OES regarding the increase in ROI, the word increase in ROI. Remember?
Oh, that's fixed. That's fixed. Come on, please tell me yes.
It's back already.
Go back right now, please, because
I'm in front of the screen.
You have to be the only one. Please go back. So you go to the profile, right? In the ecosystem, right? Should be increased sales everywhere. Gotta do like where? I mean, can
the profile below?
Are you talking about
profile,
in the ecosystem on the dashboard?
The OES, yeah, under profile. Grow
under
your
profile.
network.
Hold on.
Grow your network, increase ROI. Yeah. Under the profile, right at the bottom.
Okay, so you see the name, right? Your name. Click
my
that.
affiliate link.
Oh, you click under my affiliate link?
No, it's under profile. Then you scroll down to the page now. At the bottom.
No, you click the profile, right?
Yeah, correct.
You click on your name, the drop down, which you see profile, FAQs, right?
Yeah.
So you select profile, correct?
No, I click the OES ID, the OES ID on top.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Then
Okay.
the profile appear. Then you scroll down.
I saw that. You're right. Yeah. So under my affiliate link. So let's go to my profile. I'm doing it. Okay. So wow. Okay. Watch this. Go back. Like click on the dashboard or on the logo on the top left, and click on profile. That is so weird. Okay. Yeah. This has to be by re-uploading the files, because like you have no idea when how bad I looked. I told the team and they said, no, look, check now. Okay, I said, okay. And I saw it increase sales. So I think okay, I'm going to take a screenshot. So I don't want to look bad again. And they tell me, go check it out. I'm going to take a screenshot with the date now.
Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Thank you. Because did you realize before, did you see it before they said increase sales?
No, the last time you told me it's taken care, so I saw it taken care.
Yes, no, it was. Okay, they probably did some screens, not all screens, but no problem. It's going to be done now. Yeah, I'm so sorry, but thank you for reminding me, and I am sending it as we speak. Don't worry, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you, Francis. We got Gersh Mender's got his hand up, and I got a question to Gersh Mender. Go ahead, brother. Make it positive.
Thank you. Thank you, Chris. As I got this question from one of our founders, that while a person is resetting the password in OES, and now when they go to the other link, when they click on that link, so our promotional videos start playing over there. So this problem they are facing when they are resetting their password in OES. So this I think need to be corrected.
So what happened when they tried to reset it?
Our promotional video, some kind of our promotional video, it starts getting played instead of like resetting the password.
So on the login page, you request to reset your password, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And when the OTP comes and they put, and then after that, this promotional videos start getting played, and they are not able to reset the actual password. So this question came from 2-3 founders.
No idea how's that. So we're gonna have to test it. Okay.
Yeah. So this one and
did you try that yourself?
No, I didn't try. It came from some 2 or 3 founders.
So I'm gonna select now. Request OTP. So when you put like your alternative email,
yeah.
It asks, so you click submit, it goes to promotional videos?
Yeah.
Okay, no problem.
So the second question is that our founder, when they are like sharing their links, so what they are feeling that they go to OTrim, now they trim their link and then they put that link whatever on social media or somewhere else. Now, so then they track from OTrim that also, like say, for example, their link has been clicked by 100 people on social media. Now, these people think that these 100 people, they are into their team now, or right now not, but on passive or company will take care of these clicks and they will bring these people to their team. So is this right?
So are you like talking about an internal link or within ONET, for example?
No, not ONET. They're a referral link. Okay, they go to OTrim, then trim their link over there, and then they share onto social media, right?
Okay.
Now, for example, on social media, they got like 100 people click their link.
Views or clicks, okay.
Yeah, clicks. Now they track their on OTrim, all those things. Okay. Now they feel that okay, these 100 people, they are part of their team, and company will bring all those people under them. So is that thing true, or they are doing right way, or what? Because they feel once they have clicked their link, so that means they are being tracked by company, and then company will ultimately bring those people to under them.
So this is, I don't know why I think we're going too far with it. This is just telling you, so the amount of traffic on that page, okay? And the company cannot reach them because we don't have their data, right? Nor we can lock them into if they take action in the future, if they didn't take it. But this is for you to give you an idea, your reach, okay? How much is it and all of that. I don't think, we can go beyond that other than this is the number of clicks. But how can we revisit those people, for example, and communicate with them and bring them under you? There's no way. This is not your cookies. This is not tracking all of that. But if they at some point take action, that is tracked to you. But if they don't take action, they just visited the website, the company has no connection with them.
Because 2-3 founders, they came to me, they said, oh, we have got like one founder, I got 800 clicks, so I have made a team of 800. I said, how come you made a team of 800? He said like this, that this is the process, and they have.
So the answer is no, Gershman. The answer is no.
The answer is no. Yeah.
No.
Gotcha. Thank you. Thank you, Chris. Over to you.
Of course, yeah.
Thanks. All right, I'm going to ask you the hardest question of the night. I already put one hole in the boat. It has to do with a date. Are you ready, Ash Mufareh?
I'm super ready, fired up.
When are we going fishing?
Oh, wow. Oh, I wish, yes. I got to take care of my people first, and I would love to be out in the water with you, but not in Michigan in winter, okay?
Oh,
We're
no,
not going to do.
I'm coming to Florida in a couple of weeks.
We're not going to
fishing. So
dig a hole in the ice and in Alaska.
No. I know you and I just don't get along. I want to thank you for coming on here.
Of course.
I also want to say that I was responsible for tonight for bringing that lady on. And I also want you to understand this is something that Ash Mufareh goes through on a daily basis. Did I want it on here? No, because I thought she started out to be civil, but that's my fault, my bad. It won't happen again. But I want you guys to understand the greatest place we're in. This man came forward today and was nothing but excited about talking about his products. Let's keep it that way. Let's keep moving forward. We have a brand new pair of tennis shoes that Unpassive is making now. And when you get in them, they only go forward. They don't go backwards. They don't go sideways. They just keep trucking you forward. So Ash Mufareh, you got the last word. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chris, and thank you, everybody who came out quickly. It was needed. We needed to come here and again, make sure everybody's prepared for the exciting days ahead. And of course, to address the unfortunate things, but it's not the end of our journey. It's another, episode that we deal with. We deal with many. It just happened that you know about it. And Chris, you meant very well with people because you have a pure heart, and you have the goodwill and good, hope in people. You gave her a chance, but there are some people who refuse to grow to a human level, and they remain to be animals and disrespectful. And we know if they have a good intention, they had a chance. You've done beyond anyone would do, but sadly, they still have a dark soul, and all they want to do is damage and disrupt them, put down, and all that. Who's complaining to you? And why you're being the defense voice of somebody who is corrupt and not for the actual millions, and you're just spreading negative information, not giving an offer. You did what a good man would do, but I think it's always reassuring to and a reminder to all of us. This is who we are. We're open, and if you want to see their logic, even it's not a good idea, it's wrong because evil is evil, and lost losers are not going to change. You're not going to change. I mean, God knows about them, and he's having probably he just he's not fixing them. It's not my business. So he has a plan for them. I don't control evil, so I'm just going to accept it. And what I can control is I don't spend time on it. Okay, I spend time on the good and what is productive, what's positive to people. There's no way I could explain to you why do they have to fabricate and make up things and force that by yelling and insulting and being disrespectful. You're not going to make a point. You just don't have a logic, and it's good. You did your part. Now you know publicly, and listen to your brother again, and to Sister Susie, don't touch it. They stink. Okay, you tried your best. I think after today, don't waste a moment or breath on them. You did your best. Yeah, they're dead to you. Block everybody. Don't give them a voice. Believe me. Okay, if no founders and no unpassive users click on those by good intention because you care. Oh, okay, they're trying to get your attention. Nobody knows them. Nobody knows them. They have 45 views. Up until unpassive, they get thousands. Wow. Okay. And why would they leave? If they have a better talk, why would they spend their time on something negative? We're going down. didn't they, report us? And they always screen that, okay, we're bad and this and that. Okay, if the government or anybody who's trying to make a point, if they have an evidence, we wouldn't be here. So let's be clear on that. Okay, we will continue. The fact is the fact. There are haters, but it doesn't mean anybody's opinion has to become a reality. Okay, we know who we are, we know what we're doing, and we have a bunch of life-changing products in the pipeline. I'm not even talking about the digital products. They are going to really be grateful, hopefully, and one day they will wake up and be thankful to what we're doing for things that would actually help them, and everybody can use them. I don't want you to feel bad. I want you to feel you did what you could do to help as a last, resort for them. But they're dead to me, and we're moving forward. We have good things to do. We have bills to take care of, and we're going to continue that. Okay, and the facts and the statistics know, we know them. Don't volunteer for giving out information. Okay, our case is strong. Ron Hulbert, my good cup is here. Can we hear you?
Yes, you can, sir.
How are you?
I am doing very well. Thank you.
Fantastic. Very good.
I feel better.
Fantastic. When somebody come and tell you that, this is just an accusation. This is not a fact. This is not final. This is okay. This is just an opinion, allegation.
I apologize, my brother. That cop-in instinct went haywire along with my pacemaker. But I'm good. I love you. I'm good.
I love you too. We're in good hands, and God from above is taking care of us. Okay, there's no way we would be here without His protection.
You got that right.
Yeah, we went through hell and back. We went through hell and back, and this is what we go through every day. They don't think it's like an unusual day for us, but we're going. We're working Sunday, Saturday.
I'm
It's
there
all
for
good.
anything you need, man.
Absolutely. Just take advantage of the good we're doing. Okay. Everybody should grab our opportunity in a good way and go make a change with it. Make a difference.
Amen, brother.
Fantastic. I am really thankful. I think you got my brain cooking today. I took a lot of notes. Very good questions. Really productive. More work for us, but it will definitely even add more values and improve our products. So thank you so much for your time, for your commitment, for your support, for your genuine input and feedback. It means a lot. So and don't listen to something that would distract you or take you away from your dreams or steal your dreams. Okay. There are going to be losers no matter what. I'm telling you, if God has a solution for that, I wouldn't even know, or you wouldn't even know about that. So some people just refuse to be fixed. God bless you all. I'll see you soon. Manu, thank you for taking us with you under your wings always. It's a big crowd, and we'll see you soon because we are just about to have a thriller.
Don't sing
God
it.
bless.
Don't sing it.
Thank you, Ash.
Okay,
Thank
everybody.
you. We love you, Ash. We love you.
Thank you, brother.
Mr. Ash.
Tina Go says we're
Bye,
100%.
Ash. Thank you so much.
Million checks, 100%
Bye,
behind
everyone.
Ash Mufareh. Everybody.
Thank you, Ash. Absolutely.
Good night, guys.
Good night.
Good night.
Yes.
Night,
yes.
everyone.
Keep well.
Night, everyone.
Carol, you
Night,
take
Ash.
notes? Carol Cook,
You are
did you
the
take
host,
notes?
Chris. Go ahead. You have
Yeah.
it. Yeah, you have
I know I got it, but I'm savoring this because it's nice to have that little button there. But
Hit the button, man. Hit the
I know.
button.
But Michael, you're getting skinnier as I look at you because you're so hungry. I love it.
Hungry.
All right, guys. God bless you all. Have a
God
wonderful
bless you.
Sunday.
Okay, good night.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody.